1580thefanatic.com.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Tuesday here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White, 72632.
Yep.
We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona on National Potato Day.
Oh, I like potatoes.
Today is National Potato Day, and I'm not really, that into it because being an Irish person, I hear plenty about potatoes. It's the punchline. Oh, you really love potatoes? But, I don't like all potatoes, and people are often surprised that an Irish guy is not all that in potatoes. But guess what? I don't like cabbage either. So,
do you like French fries?
I like skinny, greasy, salty French fries. So like McDonald's fries. I also like the In-N-Out fries. They're all right.
What about mashed potatoes?
Love mashed. Not too much into the au gratin. I don't care for big old chunks of gooey potatoes.
All right.
In some things. I know it's a contradiction. I don't like big, soft, doughy, fat fries. But I do like mashed potatoes.
Have you ever tried this? Because I'm wearing my I smoke meat and I know things.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever taken potatoes, chopped them up into small, about so big, like that, put them inside of some tinfoil, some of that aluminum wrap, put some garlic in there. You got to smash the garlic to activate it. Smash the garlic, throw it in there, or dice it up real fine and throw that in there with some salt, some pepper. And then from the morning, if there's any bacon left, you chop that leftover bacon, and you throw that in there. You top it all off with some neutral oil like avocado oil or, extra virgin olive oil if you're rich. Put that in there, salt and pepper, and close that up, put that on the grill, and let that go for about 90 minutes at 425 degrees. And open that bad boy up and see what you got in front of you.
Oh. To answer the question, no, I have never done that. But that does sound pretty good. Here's the thing, like breakfast potatoes, I can eat those, but they have to be thin and they have to be crispy. I can't eat big, doughy, chunky things. Here's another place I don't like potatoes. I don't like them in my breakfast burrito. So if I go to Habaneros and I get the chorizo breakfast burrito with bacon, egg, and cheese and chorizo, please don't put any potato. I just don't like them. Don't like them like that in there. So everybody has their own personal taste and what they like in a potato. And but today is the National Potato Day, and there was a new poll out there. Most popular, of course, is mashed. Everybody loves a good mashed potato.
For sure.
Wow.
That's not surprising.
The top 4 ways people like it: mashed, potato salad, baked potatoes, breakfast potatoes, and hash browns. So that's 5.
Hash browns.
Both.
Wow.
I'm surprised French fries are not up there in the top 5.
Yeah.
Well, French fries didn't make the list because, I don't know. Everybody French fries are not like potatoes. I mean, I know they are potatoes, but they're not like potatoes. I mean, like how you're preparing a potato. But here's the thing. Regionally, everybody likes their potatoes a little bit different ways. I feel like Bubba Gump saying, I like mashed potato, potato salad, baked potato, breakfast potato, hash brown, shepherd's pie, pierogies, potato. But, Arizona in the West, this is the thing I don't understand. Here's what this says. And the West Coast loves potato tacos. The F is a potato taco.
I have never heard of a potato taco.
I've never heard of that.
No.
What the hell's a potato taco?
Roasted, smashed potatoes. Oh, I love most roasted. Yeah, Miss Kim makes she gets these little red potatoes and then she smashes them and does some magic to them and puts them in the oven and they come out roasted. Oh, they're so good.
I don't know what a potato taco is, but I guess Gen Z is just absolutely into them. but
Triple
I've
H,
never seen one.
you heard of that?
Potato taco. No.
Yeah, I guess we
I
could
haven't.
Google it.
I love potatoes. I can eat anything, like anything potatoes, but I've never heard of a potato taco. I'm intrigued.
All right. Well, I feel better about it, but this is one of those things where these stories come out and then people just make crap up for filler, I think, because I've never heard of a damn potato taco. So anyway, happy Potato Day, everybody. Speaking of Gen Z, I've got some new terms we need to learn, Randy. And I don't even know if Harris knows all these terms.
I'm ready. I got my pen out. I got my paper. Let's go.
And don't worry, I know that the text line is getting flooded with potato texts. I'll get to you. I'll get to you. I'll let your potato freak flags fly. Boy, that was almost a twister that could have got me.
Good.
Anyway, so here's the things. We already have heard skibbity. We've heard skibbity before.
Skibbity.
Yeah. We first heard it on the show and skibbity bow, that song, skibbity. Yeah. But now skibbity, it doesn't mean the same thing anymore. They say that it's a word that can have different meanings, like cool or old bad. You know what I'm saying? Like bad could be good or bad. Yeah. And, so they're like, wow, skibbity. That's not skibbity riz of you, I guess. I just don't care for it personally.
I think you're skibbity riz, Jeffco.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Delulu is one that's been banging around.
Oh, yeah.
Delulu.
I hear you, 72632. I feel you.
Delulu. That's short for delusional. Believing things aren't real or true because you just choose to. You're Delulu.
We're gonna put that in like the. I don't even.
No, we're not using Delulu on the show because here's the thing. Here's the rule on the show. If you can just use the damn word that came first, use the damn word. Delusional is fine. You don't have to sound like Delulu. That just sounds dumb.
Well, I was gonna say, Jeffrey, we're gonna put that in the. I don't like saying this word, slay category. Where it's just
what is slay?
Oh man, it's a Gen Z term, but girls use it way more than guys. I think it's kind of cringe.
The hell does slay mean?
It means like
you slayed it.
Yeah.
So what? Don't use the word if you don't know what it means.
I do know it. It's like ridiculous.
I use a lot of words. I don't know.
You slayed it, Jeffco.
Right there.
I'm trying. Listen, you guys listen. I'm teaching you. You're not teaching me.
Opening on the show, you slayed it, Jeffco. You slayed the opening. Slayed it.
I don't even know if that's what that means anymore.
Oh yeah.
So Delulu, delusional. Tradwife.
Yeah, I know what that means. Tradwife.
Treadstone.
That means traditional wife, a married woman who stays at home doing the cooking, cleaning, and has children that she takes care of. Trad wife. Why don't they just call it a housewife? Because that's what that is. It's housewife.
Right.
Again,
you could say
why change the thing? It's not even necessary.
Sometimes you can have multiple words for like stupid and dumb. No,
I just tied that into ridic.
Right.
That would be
again. Ridic is not any part of what we're talking about right
100%
now.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so Broligarchy.
Oh my God!
What is that like? That's like a friend group, right?
No, what it is Zuck and Musk are members of this. It's a term for tech bros who are very powerful or want to have powerful influence.
I've never heard of that one.
Brolo.
DYOR then Harris.
Oh, Harris.
DYOR. Do your own research. That's what I guess you haven't heard that one yet.
Oh,
no.
And then there's the cardboard box index. You never heard that?
No.
It's a way of measuring the health of the economy according to how many cardboard boxes are being produced or shipped. I don't know. Have you heard of a nano ship?
That's actually kind of interesting.
A nano ship.
It's a very short romantic interaction with someone. No expectation it'll lead to a real relationship. Nano ship sounds like a one-night stand.
Worse than that.
Career catfishing
that level.
Is the act of accepting a job offer but then not showing up on your first day.
Career catfishing.
Because sometimes these kids they're too weak willed to say, I think I'll pass on this job. They're like, you know what, buddy, I think we're going to hire you. Oh, great. Sounds good. I'll see you Monday. I'm never going. And then they just don't show up.
And they just
That's lame as hell.
chicken bleep to
chicken bleep.
No, thank you.
Chrono working, adapting your work schedule to when you feel the most awake and energetic.
Oh,
Chrono work.
oh,
Smartphone face is what Randy and I have. We both have smartphone face.
oh!
And that's
thank
when
you.
an
Thank you.
actor's face looks too modern for them to be believable in a drama set in the past.
Mm.
We're so handsome and modern. We could never do that. Burnt
I mean,
toast
that
theory.
beard screams modern.
Burnt toast theory.
The idea that a minor inconvenience like burning your toast in the morning might actually be preventing something worse from happening later in the day.
Wow. So like avoiding a car wreck.
Like karma.
No, karma is when you do something to somebody else and it comes around and bites you in the ass.
It's like
That-
you burn your toast.
It's like
It's
you
not
used.
karma,
It's
Harris.
like you used your bad luck. Quote.
no,
Some
no,
people
that's
say
not
it.
what they're saying. They're saying
So-
it's slowing
I
you
know.
down. It's like
Yeah.
saying if you get stuck at a light and an old lady comes walking across and you miss the light again, it's stopping you from getting in an accident later on down the road. That's
yeah.
what the burnt toast theory is.
Burnt toast. You burned your toast and it made you late. And if you'd have been on time, a bus would have sideswiped your ass.
Metaface. That's when
Metaface.
photos are enhanced with filters and makes everyone look flawless,
Oh,
unrealistically beautiful.
Well, we don't need those, Jeffco.
We don't have filters on this right now.
No.
This is real, everybody. And
Yeah.
so is that mustache on Harris.
Yeah.
Manterrupting. That's when you interrupt a woman when she's speaking because you think maybe you got something more important to say. That's dumb. It's just called interrupting. Women
Yeah.
do it just as much, if not more, than men.
So would you call it then woterrupting?
Huh?
Woterrupting?
No, it's just interrupting. I shouldn't have brought
okay.
it up.
All right.
Air jail.
Air
That's when
jail.
you like pick up a dog or a cat that's like doing something bad. And you just hold them up in the air.
Oh, that's air jail.
Yeah, you just hold them up.
Uh-huh. And they're usually
So-
like, what do I do, man? Yeah. Yeah.
So listen, Harris, I want you to take this back to your people, and I want you to tell them we have words. We don't need to make new ones. And if you're going to make new ones, make good new ones. Don't just combine and smush two words together and act like you did a thing or you did anything that seems smart, because it's not smart. I enjoy a new word. I do enjoy when somebody does something cool with the English language. That I think maybe out of all of that, I might like one of them. Go back and tell them to knock it off.
You can't fault him for constant innovation. And I think
Don't
that's
care
what
what you
this
think,
is.
Harris. Take it back to the next meeting and tell them what I said.
I think that's what this is, Jeffrey, is they're constantly, the English language is like the universe. It's always evolving. And so then
I don't mind
everything-
the evolving, but the evolving doesn't have to be forced. This
Okay.
feels forced. If you
Air
look at the
gel's
course of
pretty
the English
good.
language and how word structures and sentence structures and how people communicated, yeah, there are a lot of variables between even 1980 and 1880. There's different ways, but we did relax the English language, but we don't need to relax every single word into just taking two words and smushing them together to sound even dumber. I'm just saying that there has been an acceleration of dump, and it needs to just please stop.
Oh, an
Just, again,
acceleration of dump.
I'll be dead in 30 years. Then
Wow.
you can do whatever you want. But for now, please don't.
Hmm.
That's reasonable, don't you think, Randy?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Last Optimist says, yeah, slay means you killed it or you nailed that point or keep speaking truth to power, depending on the context.
Keep
There's a
spitting
guy
that
with
truth.
there's a guy with a funny skit on the socials where he comments on videos of deranged people, starting off by agreeing with them, then slowly changing his reaction to incredulous, and then at the end calling them delulu while using fun phrases such as sweet Jesus on a bicycle.
Wow.
Okay, I'd have to see it. Donnie says the Colts slayed with Daniel Jones.
Oh, boy.
I don't
Oh,
want to talk
boy.
about it.
Trying to direct into that discussion, eh?
So
Donnie, you're rocking the bear.
a new texter on the text line 2357
Okay.
says we Mexicanos make those potato tacos, and then he gave me a picture.
Oh,
He
no
or she.
kidding.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
ma'am or sir.
So what do we have
And
here?
I'll show you on the YouTube.
Okay,
Boom.
that looks like a very tasty looking taco.
They just look like a bunch of tacos. What's
Yeah.
inside? Tacos de papa.
the papa, yeah, potato tacos. Is that got
Hmm.
the recipe on it? Do you just
I-
visit that website there?
I feel
No,
like
I
a potato
can't
taco
click
can
on
be
it either.
pretty
Those
good.
look like homemade tortillas.
What potatoes
homemade
is it,
taco
though?
shell.
Is it
They're
mashed
just they look
potatoes?
fried. Yeah, we don't know what's in them, so
Are the
That's
potatoes?
the mystery so far.
Is the shell in potato form or of some
No,
sort,
the
or is it
shell
the?
looked like it was flour?
That's a good
or corn.
question.
Yeah,
We-
or is it the
are
inside
the-
that's potato form? Either way, I'm gonna try it. Anything potatoes, I love. Potatoes are great.
We'll eventually start talking about sports. I don't know.
Why?
We might not talk any
Why?
Yeah,
sports.
why?
today.
Diamondbacks lost last night again.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. Stupid
Colts.
Colts. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that we got to talk about.
Cardinals.
Harris will probably poop in his chair as a protest. But, we could probably do a whole show and not talk sports just to aggravate everyone.
I wouldn't mind, honestly.
Well, that makes it less fun. Irish for me says French fries are bad for you. Okay. However, the other day, my wife said to me, what the heck? Let's get French fries, large family size, all 200 of them. Here come the Irish of Notre Dame, he says.
Here come
Okay.
the Irish. Yeah.
Can I kick it?
Yes,
you can.
Says mashed potato taco. Yum. He says all taco meat's mystery, but still yummy. Walter Mellon says, Jeffrey, this isn't a potato taco per se, but sometimes when ingredients are low, Mom would dice up a potato and add it to the ground beef, to stretch it out, make it more tacos.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you
sure.
put, okay, I got you. Heavy Metal Maniac says, I love the potatoes in air fryer thin to make them like potato chips. That's very good. I hear you, man. Yeah, I can see that. King Kitten says, I eat meat and smoke things. Hey, Rando, beer
Yeah.
me. It's hot outside.
Well, sure. Absolutely. There you go, my friend.
Beer Bob says, what about hash browns or tater tots, even smashed potatoes? I don't care for tater tots,
Yeah.
but I do. If you give me hash
What?
browns,
You
if
don't
you give me
like
some
tater
hash
tots?
browns, you heard me. They'd have to be extra crispy if I'm going to eat them. But if
Oh.
you give me some hash browns, I'm going to make potato latkes out of them, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sour cream over the top, and then I'm going to put salt on it. And it's
Yeah.
like those potato latkes that our Jewish friends like to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the home game. Bruno Baller says, does Harris keep up with the 3-and-3 basketball league? Seems like the senior NBA league to me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
the
guessing you
senior
don't
NBA.
watch the big 3, right?
No, it is the senior NBA league, pretty much. No.
Mr. Wilbur says, another good power nap in the books. Happy Tuesday, boys.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
The thing about Mr. Wilbur being blind is if you take a nap, you're going to wake up being like, is it tomorrow? There's probably a few moments you are not sure if you just slept it through, huh?
Oh.
The Bird texts in simply, Daniel Jones. Shut up, Bird.
Yeah. Bird.
Clammy Goose says Cardinals and Colts play in Indianapolis in mid-October. Danny Dimes versus Short Stack Murray. My
Mhm.
money's on Danny Dimes, he says.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really come to grips with it yet, so I don't even want to talk about it. Last Optimist says ladies at church in Avondale used to sell chorizo burritos during fundraisers. They were a mix of potato and chorizo and quite good. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I talked to those. If I went to that church, I would talk to them ladies. I'd say, listen, you have a pan full with no potatoes in them. I'm going to clean you out. I'm going to put some money back into this church by the way of some chorizo burritos.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's any other thing, unless you tell my wife.
You get some of those homemade tamales going.
Tamales. Do you like the tamales?
Oh,
You got a tamale lady, Harris? Have you found a tamale lady?
No, not a tamale.
You gotta find
have
a tamale lady.
lady.
Tamale
Yeah. I
lady.
used to- I
Every
used to have
year,
one. Yeah.
There's a lady who's just going to come around and she says, tamales, and you're going to be like, hell yes. And
Yeah,
you're going to give
yeah.
her 20, 40, I don't know what it is anymore.
Whatever
And
it
then
is.
she's going to give
yeah.
you some tamales. You take them home, you put them in the fridge or freezer, I don't know, and maybe split it up and eat the hell out of them tamales. It'll be the best part of your winter.
If they make it home. Yeah.
Well, Randy,
take
if
you
they're
up on that.
uncooked, they should make
Oh,
it home.
the lady
they're
that used to
uncooked.
come around to our place years ago, she brought them in. They were hot, baby. They were good
Oh,
to
if they
go.
come in cooked.
Oh,
She
they-
deserves a Nobel Peace
Oh,
Prize.
yeah. They were hot and ready to go, man.
Okay. And just
That's the
because
best
we have
money I
to
ever spent.
prove we're a sports show, Diamondbacks lost 3-1
Yeah,
last
3-1.
night. Moved
Yep, well.
to a horrible team. So
Hmm.
I think that fulfills our obligation.
Cleveland's not a horrible team. Cleveland is a good team.
Yeah,
Middle of the
I
pack.
don't know. Well, they do have a better record
They-
than we do,
They're
so they
look,
must be
they're-
horrible.
they're
Cleveland's,
64
Cleveland's
and
not
60.
horrible. They're not
They're
horrible.
they're only 6 games behind Detroit, and
Yeah.
Detroit earlier this
Oh,
season
you know
had
what? Sorry,
the best
I was
record
thinking
in
about
the-
Washington. But I don't know what I'm getting my Washingtons and my Cleveland's.
Cleveland's
and then
solid.
I'm getting my NBA Washington and
Yeah.
my MLB Washington.
Mhm.
Moist one says, "Ooh, you inspired a dad joke. I
Uh-oh.
just quit masturbating. I haven't quite come to grips with it yet." That's not even a dad joke. That's a
no,
bad joke.
that's so bad.
Give him a 5 minute.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Anyway, so I told you that the Diamondbacks lost last night. So
Yep.
Moving on. It's
Yep.
the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender?
Radio and the internet.
Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Except Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Hey, nice savings balance. Well done.
Thanks.
What you saving for? New car?
Nah, it's to pay thousands in fines and court costs after I got pulled over for drinking and driving.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you better keep saving.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving can wipe you out in more ways than one. It can hurt or even kill innocent people, drain your bank account, tear your future apart, even take your life. You're smarter than that. This Labor Day, drive sober or get pulled over. Brought to you by NHTSA.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Nick Costos breaks down the biggest matchups, checks on the latest line movements, and keeps you up to date with the futures market. You Better You Bet is a show that features the brightest minds in the sports betting world. Interviews from headliners, insights and information on what plays you might want to consider and which ones to steer clear of. You Better You Bet with Nick Costos. Weekdays noon till 3 on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So Diamondbacks losing, not surprising. But I don't understand the PR sort of work that's being done by Torey Lovello and Ketel Marte. Torey Lovello comes out and he's just like, I just want to tell everybody, man, I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room here. And, I know Cattell talked to everybody, and I'm proud of him for apology because he came out and apologized. And he says, what I'll say about Cattell, he's a great teammate. He's a great young man. He plays hard every day. He just wants to win games. That's it. Oh, okay. Well, then why are we here? Okay. Sure,
What did he apologize for? I'm not sure I understand.
That's what I was a little bit unclear on, too. So he came out and said that, after the All-Star break, he was frustrated. He was in a bad spot because he had learned that he'd been burglarized during the break. But that contradicts what we've been told, unless we've been told wrong, that he was already in the Dominican Republic when the word came out about his house being broken into. So I don't know. I mean, this whole thing, I don't care. But if it's a thing that they're going to make public, well, now I want accuracy, I guess, on this.
Mm-hmm.
So and as far as the guys in the clubhouse, I just need somebody in the clubhouse to tell us what the hell's really going on. Harris, you have any insiders in there? You have anybody that can find this out for us? Can you get the straight poop on this?
In the clubhouse itself? No, I do not.
Okay. Anybody handing out towels?
Clubhouse boys?
Do you have anyone at all in the Diamondbacks organization?
I do know a lot of people in the Diamondbacks organization.
Can you find out the hell is really going on here?
I can see what I can do.
This is one moment I'm going to say, be a journalist.
Cattell on Monday addressed criticism in a recent story in the Republic where he asks for too many days off, and that by doing so, he has irritated some of his teammates and coaches.
Mm-hmm.
The quote that Cattell says, "I can't control the outsiders." He said that through an interpreter. So I feel fine about the fact that my intent is to always help the team win and support my teammates and everybody around the team. Sometimes that criticism helps me be more motivated to do my job, which is helping the team perform or succeed. So there you go.
He didn't really say anything.
He is apologizing about taking the days off, and he says,
sounds like he's saying, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry they feel that way. I'm sorry that there's misunderstanding. I don't hear any actual sorry.
I mean, maybe
and he doesn't owe us anything, but
I mean, maybe
he owes his teammate something.
Well, I'm sure that this has been dealt with inside the locker room. I can't believe that this coming to public has not been dealt with already in the locker room. Things are dealt with in their own way in a locker room. A team is very close-knit, especially a baseball team, because think about it. They're on the road a lot together, so they get these relationships formed very tight together with each other out on the road. That's why when the deadline, the trade deadline, that's why you see a lot of emotions from players, because they're very tight with their teammates. Hell's bells. They may have been playing with these guys for 2 or 3 years, and now Merrill Kelly's a great example. Now he's traded to the Texas Rangers. And then not even a month goes by, a week and a half, and he's facing his old teammates in Texas. So that had to be very emotional for everybody, not just Merrill Kelly, but everybody. And we already know that Ketel Marte is a very emotional guy. He is a guy that's very tender-hearted. He doesn't take criticism too well. Like he said, it often motivates him, and he wanted to apologize to the fans, and I'm sure he's already apologized to his teammates.
Have we seen anything like this, like in professional sports?
Oh yeah,
where someone takes a day off, like unprecedentedly, and it just ticks off a bunch of teammates. Have we seen that?
I sure don't.
Because usually there's an excuse of load management, but this is like.
Well, I hear you say unprecedented, but I've seen this in my life through many iterations of teams. That superstars or guys that are high-end players and
smells like diva.
Ends up taking a extra day off, or will take a vacation. Well, look at Dennis Rodman when he was with the Bulls.
Oh yeah,
Bell's
that's an
bells.
example,
I
yeah.
mean, he walked away for how long? 2
Yeah.
weeks. They had Michael and Phil Jackson and some of the other players had to go get him. He was in Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah,
So-
he was. Yeah, that's a good example. That's a good example.
I've seen this before. This is not the first time. And in my opinion, Ketel Marte, if he wanted to take a couple days in the Dominican Republic, his home, after the All-Star game for an extra break, hell yeah. It's not the end of the world.
No. I'm not okay with that.
Well, all right.
None of my damn business. It's not my business. But at a point, and we've said this before, you're coming out of the All-Star break. You don't know what you got, what you do have, what you don't have, and you need to try to put your best foot forward and make a good push. That was the wrong timing. That was the wrong timing to be without a star.
Mhm.
And everything sort of just snowballed downward after that point. So no, I don't agree with the timing on that. I don't think it's whatever he wants to do is fine by me. No, not that moment. And I think that his teammates probably had the same kind of feelings about that, and that might be what this has all been about. But Torey Lovullo going up there, addressing it, Ketel Marte addressing it, the fact that they feel like they have to address it because somebody external at one of the news stations or whatever decided to say something about it. What you haven't seen is anybody say none of it's true. Nobody has
you're
said
right.
none of it's true.
You are right. That is
So,
true.
You can take a bunch of this and look at it and say, okay, we know what we're seeing, and maybe somebody's learning. Maybe Ketel Marte is looking at this going, yeah, okay, I have not behaved well. So yes, and he's probably, like you said, Randy, he's already mended his fences inside the locker room, and now they just wanted to quiet this whole thing down. I don't know. Everybody's motivation's different. Ketel Marte is a very sensitive guy, and he doesn't want people to hate him. Torey Lovullo knows he's probably deserving of being fired, and he's trying to smooth things over best he can, so it looks like he's got control of his locker room. I mean, there's many different reasons, but I mean, that's the only thing I'm going to say is nobody said it ain't true. So here we are as we kind of waterland this Diamondbacks plane at the end of a season. And this is all just noise. The truth of the matter is, hey, Ketel Marte, knock it off. Thank you. Torey Lovullo, here's a bag, here's a box. Go get your stuff. And then let's see what we can do about bringing in some bullpen talent on the off season. Oh, Hazen, got a minute? You see what I'm saying? That's what we need to be focused on, not Ketel Marte apologizing or dealing with whatever.
I mean, yeah, and Randy, you brought up good points. I think the Dennis Rodman one is a good example of people who have left. Was Dennis? I wasn't alive in the late 90s, but was Dennis like transparent, saying like, "Hey, I'm leaving. I just need a few weeks." Ketel's was like,
no, he just disappeared.
Off.
Rodman disappeared with Carmen Electra. You're right, Cabana.
Yeah,
and that was it. But see, you expected that out of that guy. That guy was a circus sideshow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nurse Scratchit says, so at this point, why not change it up and start with the closing pitchers, see how long they last, and then put the starting pitchers in at the end. So let the closer take the loss or the win.
The old switcheroo, I see, huh?
Yeah,
right.
The thing about it is putting
You'll
those,
have the same result, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, the law of averages just kicks in. But how many innings do you want those closers to go? You know,
I want to clear something up real quick before it gets too far away from the Ketel Marte thing.
Yeah,
I just looked it up here. Ketel Marte, after the All-Star break, missed the St. Louis series, which the Diamondbacks. Let me see here. I forgot to get the names, but he took off the series against the Cardinals. The Diamondbacks won. 1, 2, all 3 games that Ketel was not here, and he was back for the series against the Astros and in the lineup, where the Diamondbacks got swept by the Astros.
Win or loss is irrelevant. That was an important time, and they needed him there.
Well, the
fact that they won in spite of his not being there is irrelevant.
They got 3 wins against the St. Louis Cardinals, who've been reeling all season long, and
Every player sitting there was like, where the hell's Cattell? You didn't know you were going to win those games, Randy.
I don't know that the team.
Okay, then I'm sure that this was nothing.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was planned.
It was not planned. That time was not planned, or else we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
Well, I think it's a nothing story.
Do you think he told Torrey?
Yes.
To say like, hey, look, I'm going to the Dominican. Like I just need these days off.
Yeah.
If he had, they would have said that. They have not said that.
I don't
think Torrey wouldn't jump up and say, "No, this was already."
I don't think
we arranged this. It was fine.
I don't think anybody asked that question.
If they're going to jump up and explain everything that nobody asked already, they would add that in if it was part of the narrative. Hamilton Porter says, when did the bullpen game become a regular feature of Major League Baseball? When they started pulling guys out in the sixth inning.
Well, it's a tactical move to try to save some of these pitchers' arms. We've seen a big jump in the Tommy John surgery for pitchers. Yeah. Guys are coming out of college, even out of high school. They've been taught to overthrow the ball, throw it as hard as you can, with little thinking about this kid's arm. And when they reach a certain age, there's so much use on this arm. People in high school and college don't know how to use these pitchers. They just know that they go out and they win games. So throw them out there. And then by the time these kids get up in the major league and they spend a season or 2 seasons or sometimes even their first season, they get out there and bam, they've got that injury and they have to go get Tommy John surgery. The Diamondbacks still have like 3 guys on the roster that are recovering from Tommy John surgery. So that's when the bullpen game kind of came into being. It was in the early 2000s when you started to see a transition from guys that were throwing these studs that were out there for 8-9 innings, complete game guys, and now you just rarely see complete games anymore.
Hamilton Porter, good point. He says it was definitely not planned because I was at the game that Saturday night when he wasn't there on his bobblehead night. Yeah, it was.
How does that mean it's not planned?
If it had been planned, they would have moved his bobblehead night. Roll Tide Ryan says, by the way, it is literally 98 degrees, barely cooler than Phoenix. You don't need the word literally there, Roll Tide Ryan.
Yeah.
You could just say, by the way, it's 98 degrees.
Is he in San Diego?
See, where's he at?
Yeah, where the hell are you?
I thought he was in San Diego because
I know he's a on the road trucker, and he just left that piece of the information out.
San Diego.
Clammy Goose says Tori's like that one boss who's real cool with you. So you start slacking off, and then Tori's too scared to say anything to you because he doesn't want to upset you. So then you start really taking advantage. It does sound like that, doesn't it? It does sound like that. All right. Yeah, you're right about one thing, Randy. This is just a non-story. I think we have a different sort of perspective of what they've put in front of us. I'm not as cool with it as you are, but here's what it doesn't change: wins and losses. Here's what it doesn't change: we got no bullpen. Here's what it doesn't change: Torey Lovell's got to go. It doesn't change any of that. So we're still in the same place we were yesterday.
I think something like that. Right. I think it does change something. And
such as
the buy-in from the team that can really affect the culture, and guys can want out trading wise.
Well, guys can
the
want out.
The offseason's going to be interesting anyway.
Yeah. I think no one's untouchable.
I mean, guys can want out, but I'm telling you, I've seen this before. This is not odd or strange in any way. I've seen ball players take a leave of absence.
But this is different
from the team
because he doesn't seem.
How is it different? I don't understand.
It
how it's
seems
different.
like he wasn't. We don't know yet. I'm not going to rush to a conclusion, but it seems like he wasn't 100%.
Hello, Tori. I am tired.
I
I need a break, and I'm going to go to the Dominican Republic. I'm going to see my parents or my brothers, whatever, and I'll be back on this day. Okay. All right. Get some rest, man. You better believe it.
That's not how you call in sick for work.
Well, every time Ketel Marte is out there, he's giving 110%.
Yeah, there's no doubt he's an amazing player when he's on the field. But, I mean, Jeffrey brings up an interesting point. If he was 100% transparent to Torey at the time about his absence, don't you think we would have found that out? They would have been saying, no, this is not true. Like, they haven't come out and said, no, that's not true. Like, I haven't, I told Tori everything. I was transparent.
They've spun it.
So that's
all
where
this has been his spin.
That's my question. I'm not saying if it is or isn't. I'm just saying that's where the brain goes. So
And Hamilton Porter, good point. If 2023 never happened, would Tori still have a job?
no,
I would
don't
be
think
doubtful.
so.
But then again,
I
it's the
don't think so.
Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
I'm a Tory defender, and I can admit no.
Roll Tide Ryan is in Utah. So there you go. So the heat bubble's still
wow.
bubbling up over the nation.
The,
We probably should get a weather forecast from Randy in the next segment when we come back. We have just a couple of little things to talk about, and then I
Okay.
think we can do 2 hours of NFL football.
16
So
days.
get on back.
16
That's
days.
right. Get on back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender? Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Hey, nice savings balance. Well done.
Thanks.
What you saving for? New car?
Nah, it's to pay thousands in fines and court costs after I got pulled over for drinking and driving.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you better keep saving.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving can wipe you out in more ways than one. It can hurt or even kill innocent people, drain your bank account, tear your future apart, even take your life. You're smarter than that. This Labor Day, drive sober or get pulled over. Brought to you by NHTSA.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers.
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Before placing a bet in Arizona, make sure you are using a regulated gaming operator. It's simple. Visit gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet for a list of regulated operators in our state. Be on the lookout for unregulated platforms offering risk-free betting, high bonuses, or only accepting cryptocurrency. If you suspect illegal gaming operations, report it to us at gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet. Together, we can keep gaming safe and fair. Double check before you place your bet at gaming.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Department of Gaming.
The most important event in sports could happen at any time. Like right now. Or right now. Or even now. Don't miss history. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. And for all the times I've ever sneezed on air, I have a button for that now. I have a cough button now. I did get it.
Nice.
You want to see? Achoo!
Breaking up just a little bit there.
Well, I was hitting it like it was Morse code.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I should have never been given this button, and I'm just going to be messing around with it all the time, just messing with people's heads.
You're going to give the producer over here a heart attack because I'm going to think, oh my gosh, it's not working. I need to adjust.
Fake sneeze. Ready?
See,
See,
that
it
worked.
worked.
Like a
See,
top.
it worked.
Like a
Yep,
top.
Yep. I was told this cough button didn't work by someone else at the station. About
but
that. It works
It
perfect.
does work. Huh.
Yeah, weird.
How about
That's
that?
weird. 888-368-1580. I got another baseball thing before we move on.
Okay.
This is about the Padres, Xander Bogaerts losing
Xander
a home
Bogaerts,
run on a interference call. This
Yeah.
is one of those things I'll have to show you. Sorry, if you're driving, we'll explain it as we go. But from MLB.com, I've got the play right. Hits this ball. He gets all of it, almost all of it, and then the guy goes, what happened? What was that? He's like, it's fan interference. But I got to be honest with you,
Bob Melvin
I didn't
said,
see
"Wait
any
a
fan
minute.
interference.
I'm
Well, that's a home run.
The guy right there leaned over the wall and interfered with the.
He never touched the ball.
Well, he kind of did. If you look at it, he kind of grazed it. It grazed his arm. If you see it from a different angle, you'll see that it grazed his arm. And yeah, it didn't change direction, but the outfielder couldn't make a play because this guy was right above him. He probably blocked his, tracking the ball into his glove. So
let's look at it from another angle. Here's a dude getting tossed.
Hit his hand somewhere.
That's the Schilt, Mike Schilt, the manager
toss
for the Padres. Yeah.
I should have got this
Thanks,
off of Twitter.
Triple H.
MLB.com is not. It ain't going well.
It's not friendly.
But yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, for every angle I saw, that ball never touched the guy above him. There was no fan interference there.
I think sometimes like a guy just being in the way can deter how you go after it with your glove.
I'm sure the guy said not Xander Bogart, but the guy trying to catch the ball said, well, I saw this shadow. I saw the guy over and it kind of Ramos, and it kind of messed me up a little bit. I was confused about, what is that?
Yeah.
And
took his eye off the ball.
I'll be honest. He had the ball in his glove. It came out of his glove.
Well, it hit off the end of it. And can I also explain to you, the rule is interfering with the player making a play.
He never touched the player.
It's not the ball. So if he interferes with the player making the play, so he did. He got in his line of sight, and so he took his eye off the ball.
Everyone in the stadium is in your line of sight.
No.
Really?
When he's tracking the ball and he's going up on the wall, and suddenly you see some hands there, and you're going to instinctively look at the hands. What is that? Where's it coming from? And then the ball, he's not going to catch the ball. It's interfering.
Why do they let them sit there?
I don't know, and I don't. It's not relevant. The bottom line
is relevant because if you're letting
line,
somebody sit there, you're inviting this.
The bottom line is the rule is it interferes with the player.
They should let him sit there then. But you should not be in a position where you can do that if it's going to cause an interference.
If I'm Xander Bogaerts, I got to hit the ball farther.
Well, yeah. Feel like you hit it far enough if it went in there.
Warning track power, man. If he had to lean over the fence, it wasn't out of the ballpark.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. Still, yeah, the ball never touched the spectator. The spectator never touched Ramos. So
he didn't have to.
I feel like that was a bad call personally.
Well, he interfered with his line of sight. He interfered with his watching the ball into his glove.
Is that the only sense that you can interfere with without touching the guy?
Yes.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
If I go, hey, and it startles him, is that fan interference?
These guys are pros. That's not going to startle him.
Well, he's such a pro. He couldn't handle seeing a guy reaching out, which he's probably seen every time he's ever made a play on the wall.
I mean, to be honest, the guy was making a play on the ball. The fan should not have stuck his hand out. You're a San Diego fan. Don't you want to see the guy hit a home run for your team? Get the hell away from the ball. Stand back in the stands and put your hands out and let the ball get into your hands. Don't reach out into the field of play and get into the line of the sight of the outfielder trying to make a play.
You're asking a lot, Randy, for people not to be idiots.
I agree with you 100%.
You're asking a lot.
I'm just saying, I'm explaining the rule. It's interfering with the player, not the ball. It has nothing to do with the ball.
Well, now that opens the door for a lot of what is interfering with a player conversations.
Yeah, I was just looking into that. I was looking at the rule book, and it says when a spectator clearly prevents a fielder from catching a fly ball by reaching onto the field of play.
Clearly, but he did not clearly do that. He never touched the ball, and he never touched the player.
He reached into the field of play. That's what the rule
I need to
says.
see some more Zabruder film on this because I'm not sure he did that. So Hamilton Porter says,
man.
Did you see the Major League Baseball Little League Classic game last night? Very first pitch, the guy got plunked right in the face.
No way.
No, I didn't
Did
see
not
that.
see that.
That wasn't last night. That was a couple of nights ago, wasn't it?
I don't know.
The Little League
Maybe he
Classic.
saw a replay. Baker's Cocky Hen says, great point by Randy. That 110% from Marte gives him 10% room to not play 16 games anytime he wants. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's math for you.
He's given 110%, so he can skip 16 games and still be okay. Pretty sure that's not really how it works, but all right. Okay, now moving on to something else.
Okay.
John Wall has retired from basketball. Okay.
That was John Wall. For those college hoop fans out there, was a beast at
Yeah,
Kentucky.
but in the NBA, not so much. I
What?
mean, he did
What do you
all
mean?
right.
Five-time
He was
All-Star?
okay. He was pretty good.
All NBA. He was really good.
18.7 points, 4.2 rebounds, 8.9 assists in 647 games played. He was pretty good, but he was never super duper good. He was just okay.
John Wall was that before he tore his ACL.
He was solid.
He was really good. I think you guys are. I think you're sleeping on John Wall here. John Wall was a good player, man. He was
I
like
didn't
one of the
say he was
better
a
point
bad
guards
player.
in basketball.
I
This
said
is
he was
gonna-
good.
This is going to screw up my fantasy team.
Oh,
For sure. For sure.
yeah.
I
when
don't
he-
really have one. I just wanted to say that.
When you
Yeah.
talk about
No, you should just, if you didn't have to say that second part, we would have just been like, yeah, Randy's cool.
Mm.
But now we
Yeah.
gotta be like, well, now Randy seems desperate to be like,
I just wanted to know what it felt like.
I mean,
probably just not say the second part next time.
Okay.
when you talk about explosive players like John Wall, when they tear their ACLs that early, it's like it hurts him so much. So he was only 32 when he played his last season. So
Well, he's
it's a
34
shame.
now.
It's like, yeah,
and retired.
It's like Derrick Rose, those guys, like those types of players, when they tear their ACLs, is like it's detrimental. to
Well,
them. John
but
Wall was
understand something,
insane.
Harris. He's doing it the Wall way.
Hey, he was
Hashtag the Wall way. That's what he said.
Hashtag the
Retired,
Wall
but
way.
never done. Doing it in the hashtag Wall way.
Hey, there we go.
at Kentucky. He had one of the best mixtapes I've ever seen. Because back
Mixtape.
then it was those Ball is Life mixtapes. That
Okay,
was a
so did he
huge
start?
thing.
Did he start with some like Creedence Clearwater Revival,
Oh,
and then he moved into maybe a little Rolling Stones, and then
Oh,
he started to drift
yes.
down a little bit. It cranks up some AC/DC.
Oh, there
yeah.
we go.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we
Is that
go.
kind of mixtape,
yeah.
Harris?
He
Oh.
maybe could have, but that's not what blew up. That's not what blew up. Maybe he did do
Huh.
that, but
Hmm.
yeah, you watch
Well, he
some of his
blew up at the,
highlights in college.
TNT.
They're like unbelievable. Yeah,
TNT.
good song. His highlights were unbelievable. I remember being like a 9-year-old being
I
captivated.
think I sounded more like Edith Bunker than I did the guy
Yeah,
from AC/DC, didn't I?
I didn't want to say anything.
Oh,
but-
Archie,
Yeah.
it's dynamite.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oi, oi.
Jeez, Edith.
Jeez.
Harris has no idea what we're talking about.
No.
Beer Bob says, Jeffrey, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's like the old Blazing Saddles scene when the Waco kid is explaining to the sheriff about the townspeople. Simple folks, right? Morons. Yeah, absolutely right, Beer Bob. Baker's Cocky Hen says, mixtape final song was Another Brick in the Wall.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd. Moist One says, to the window, to the wall. Maybe that should be the last one.
Y'all ever heard of the
Mm.
Dougie? The Dougie?
Hmm.
Teach me how to Dougie. Y'all haven't heard of that?
Of course
Oh,
we have.
John Wall did it so well.
The
He had the
Dougie?
best Dougie, man. The best Dougie.
I think you should get up and give us a little demonstration of
No,
the Dougie right
no,
now.
I don't think so. That's fine. You don't have to even do it sitting.
I think
either.
you should just rip your shirt off, Triple H, and get up and do the Dougie.
Oh, I can do the Dougie, Randy.
I think Randy just hit his cough button.
I think Randy just hit his cough button.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
do the
I had
Dougie,
to
Mr. White. I'm telling you.
You motherfucker. See, it works.
We
That was
hope.
good.
King of Kittens says, yeah, that kid got plunked. They showed the kid on first base rubbing the back of his head.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel weird watching Little League baseball. You know, it's kind of weird. It's like, I don't have any kids playing.
I've never watched it. Never watched it. But
It ends up being just on in the studios.
it's
Like-
in that time where like there's no other than the MLB, there's no crazy sports going on yet. And so people watch it because there's nothing else.
Nothing else to do. So if you're a WNBA fan and you're like, well, okay, so Caitlin Clark's out quite a bit, but at least that Sophie Cunningham's in, and she's a heck of a gal. She's got Caitlin Clark's back, and she's outspoken, and now she's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
MCL tear during
Oh.
Sunday's game. So yeah, it's not looking good for the Fever. And
nope. The free fall has begun.
out of habit, the WNBA fined her, and then I think just for the injury, they fined her just out of
Just because she got injured.
yeah. They just got so used to fining her for every little thing. They sorry about that. Didn't mean it. Oops, that's it.
MCL tear, huh? That'll be $100,000.
We'll still take a check. That'll be great.
Wouldn't be surprised.
All right. So according to my records, and I'm checking everything, 99.9% of what we are about to do next is NFL football related.
Football.
At least
Yes.
related.
Yeah.
On this date in big Georgia sports history, not so much. But
Ah.
for the next 2 hours, everything else is
Football.
NFL.
Yeah. I like it.
Harris had a little tear come down his eye like the Indian, during that pollution
Yeah.
commercial.
I
on
just
Sesame.
swallowed down the wrong pipe.
Yeah. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities. So it puts less stress on our household and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Hey, nice savings balance. Well done.
Thanks.
What you saving for? New car?
Nah, it's to pay thousands in fines and court costs after I got pulled over for drinking and driving.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you better keep saving.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving can wipe you out in more ways than one. It can hurt or even kill innocent people, drain your bank account, tear your future apart, even take your life. You're smarter than that. This Labor Day, drive sober or get pulled over. Brought to you by NHTSA.
I'm an Arizona truck driver. I deliver food, medicine, supplies, and hope.
And during times of crisis, I support our communities. But every day I see people putting lives and families at risk.
Distracted driving is deadly, period. Be aware, be safe, and visit sharetheroadaz.com and find tips on how to drive safely around trucks.
This message is sponsored by the Arizona Trucking Association Foundation.
Hello, I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver.
And I'm her husband, Johnny Estes, VP of CMI Gold and Silver.
My father, Bill Haynes, founded CMI Gold and Silver in Phoenix in 1973. We are the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. As a family-operated business, we educate first, giving our clients the power to make informed buying and selling decisions.
We offer low prices because Bill instilled in us the desire to get the most bullion into the hands of the American people for the fewest paper dollars. Visit our website for an abundance of information at cmigs.com.
Although we may be new to you, my father was one of the pioneers of the bullion precious metals industry in the U.S. He began selling only 100-ounce silver bars in the early 1970s until Americans' right to own gold was restored in 1974.
Visit our website, cmigs.com, and get to know us or call and chat with one of our non-commissioned brokers at 602-234-2300. That's 602-234-2300, or visit cmigs.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Broadcasting live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. Big George is now on the text line. He says, hey, I just tuned on the show there, and I'm on the YouTube, but he says this was a little bit concerning when I saw this. He says, nobody's there. Everybody was gone. There is no Jeffrey. There is no Randy. There is no Harris. Everybody just gone off to the bathroom or something. Yeah.
See, that's what happens in big time radio.
I mean, are we supposed to just poop our pants? Is that what we're supposed to do, George? You want us to just poop ourselves? I'm not saying everybody was pooping, but
that'd be a quick poop.
Yeah,
very quick poop.
That mean none of us had time to wash our hands. That's gross.
Yeah. Facts.
No, I just was sitting. I was just having a seat. I feel like our commercial breaks are designed to be mercifully short, so people don't get bored and turn the station away, right? And then I realized that also means we have very little time to rest. Now I stand during the entire show. I'm the only one who does that.
That's nuts.
But I've always liked to stand when doing radio because I feel like there's more energy and I'm not bent up, and it just kind of lets everything flow.
Like Pat McAfee.
But as I'm getting older, I'm getting tired of all these damn quick commercial breaks.
Yeah,
I need a little rest.
Yeah,
that's why they call it a break, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so occasionally, if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be nobody on your screen. But see, what you should do is take a screenshot and then Photoshop yourself in there. Just put yourself in the show.
Yeah,
that can be fun. Yeah, why not? Have fun with it. 8 Mile Mofo is back again today. Says Parson to Green Bay. Maybe. What do you think? Maybe. Micah Parsons going to Green Bay. Where did you hear that? Is that something people are talking about, or are you just speculating? Because I ain't seen that. I don't know if you've seen that.
Well, I've seen it.
Harris.
Yeah, the Packers are just rumoredly very interested in him. So
I'm sure a lot of people are interested, but you're saying that there might be some traction on this.
All that we know is that they're interested. So we don't know anything else other than that at the moment.
8 Mile Mofo, listen, what did I say in the last hour? What did I say? So we come back, we're going to talk NFL. Nobody said we had to talk Cowboys.
Hey,
he was talking Green Bay.
I'm going to give it to 8 Mile Mofo. This is it's a very interesting thing. Yeah. Because Micah Parsons, first off, Green Bay's front seven already really good. And they would have to give up a lot from Micah Parsons. So I don't know what they would be giving. Would it be picks? Would they just be going all in on the now? Makes you wonder.
They'd be giving picks and back rubs.
I mean, between like Kenny Clark.
But see, the Green Bay, if there is a situation like Cowboys need to make sure they get their back rub first. Because if you don't get your back rub first, then, the other person's going to pretend to fall asleep while you're giving them their back rub.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's very important that Dallas and the Packers have that sorted out.
I feel like if Green Bay would go after any position, it would be secondary because they lost Jair Alexander. Like Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, Lucas Van Ness, Quay Walker. Those guys are Devontae Wyatt. Those guys are all like perennial potential Pro Bowl players. So, it's like I figured they'd be going after their weakness. But Parsons, I mean, look, he's a game changer. I get it. So.
Radio Ron's on the text line says, hey, is 8 Mile Mofo a Lions fan? Yes, he is.
Yep.
That is where the name came from.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yes. Now we wait to see if he says, you can't use that name. Fighting Wampa says, I can't see the Cowboys trading Parsons to anybody in the NFC.
No, they're going to get this deal done. I mean, Jerry's
You know
not.
what, though? I disagree that Jerry Jones is that kind of an idiot.
I don't believe he's going to let Micah Parsons walk.
Yeah, nor do I. Here's the thing, though, Randy. It might not be Jerry making this decision. It might be Micah Parsons saying, the relationship's fractured. Sorry, you lost your chance. I'm leaving or I am playing.
But he's still under contract, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a year left on his contract.
That's where it gets dicey. He does have a year left, but if you're Jerry and you're thinking long term here, you're like, okay, Micah seemingly doesn't want to be here. He's probably not fully bought in. So we should probably get something out of him instead of just him being here for a year and then just letting him go.
Isn't this, though, prototypical Jerry Jones?
Speaking of prototypical Jerry Jones.
Doing business, right? I mean.
Yeah. Because he hasn't had success as a GM in 31 years.
Right.
It has been 31 years since anything good has happened for him. And even he was saying, well, why does he keep doing it? He was like, let me tell you, I get asked that question quite a bit. Why don't I hire a general manager? Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll tell people tell me, like, Jerry, you subject yourself to so much criticism, you need a buffer. And I don't like that. I like the pain. What? I like the pain. So I got a picture now, Jerry Jones with nipple clamps. And, I'm just, what? He just said, I got to tell you what, I bought the team. All right. I bought the team. I like the pain.
Like the pain.
Man, you know what? And that it shows because it's been nothing but pain for all the NFL football fans that like the Cowboys forever. Baker's Cocky Hen says, yeah, well, seems to work for Jerry. They're the most valuable franchise, I'd bet. He doesn't care about winning. He just likes attention and money.
He's
and
running
he does
a
make plenty of
darn
that.
good business. I'll say that.
But, where's the balance? When does Jerry Jones start to get hurt by his 31 years of garbage? When do the fans start to drift away and hurt his bottom line where then he realizes he's got to do a thing? Is he so far up on top that he could never fall far enough to force the hand to get him to bring in a grown-up?
Well, I think that it would have to be something major. I mean, look at recent history. How long did it take the owners to get Snyder out of Washington? You know what I mean? How long? How many things? How many absurd things did we hear about him and him secretly making movies of cheerleaders and all the kind of harassment he was giving his staff. And then it took him how long to get rid of this guy?
Well, I don't think anybody's looking to get rid of Jerry Jones.
And he made how many billions of this? I think Jerry is well invested in the NFL, and he's one of the guys, the ownership group, that he's untouchable. He's untouchable.
Yeah, until he's not. Firefighter says, I like the pain too, hence why I'm married to a dominatrix. Well, that does track. Well done. Cowboy fan, Heavy Metal Maniac says, a delusional oil baron. Yes, he was good in the early 90s, but they haven't done another in 30 years. Yeah, he can go to hell. More than likely. Anyway, so yeah, Jerry Jones likes the pain, and guess what? You're going to share in his pain if you're a Cowboy fan until something changes. But here's the thing. His son Maybe not as, out front, maybe not as boisterous, maybe not as loud, but they're cut from the same cloth. You hear him talk in any kind of interview, he says the same kind of stupid crap, just not as colorfully. All right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, lacrosse guy. Danny Nichols. Yeah. All right. Listen. Yeah, I know. I already know.
Danny Nichols.
The Colts have said, we have decided that Daniel Jones is now the Colts starting quarterback. And not just that, he's not just the starting quarterback for a minute. He's the starting quarterback for the entire year. Shane Steichen says we don't have a quick leash on him. He's our starting quarterback for the season.
Wow.
He says, I feel confident in his abilities. Now, imagine if he gets hurt, then you'll see Anthony Richardson. But now that they've decided to bring Daniel Jones to the front as the starter and Anthony Richardson just sitting back there like a big, giant mistake. And I know it's easy. Hindsight's 2020. I can look behind me and say, what a horrible idea. But when the draft was being done, I remember old Keon was talking about this, and he's just like, well, the upside is, there's so much potential there, but he could obviously just completely fall flat on his face.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. So, everybody says, oh, wasted draft pick. You do the best you can with the information you have at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go backwards with that. Here's the thing. When I buy a vehicle, I never look at vehicle ads again, because inevitably somebody else is going to suddenly have a better deal after you've already purchased, or you're going to have buyer's remorse in some way. So you can't go back and look. But I bet there was probably some good quarterbacks after Anthony Richardson in that draft.
After Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I just drew a blank. I'm
And
trying to remember who was in that draft.
Nobody at the time would have seen him. Nobody would know better, right? So yeah, drafting him was a mistake, but at the time you don't know that. You don't really, really know that. And I didn't realize at that time that the biggest obstacle for Anthony Richardson to be a good NFL quarterback was Anthony Richardson. It is the fact that he had no sense, and he would put his body into bad situations, and he would make bad decisions while handling the football. It makes all the sense in the world to me that Danny Dimes is now the man under center, and Anthony Richardson is a wasted draft pick on the bench.
I kind of
I've
feel
known
like
he was a bust all along.
I kind of feel like when they went out and got Danny Dimes to come here, that spelled the end of this experiment with your young quarterback.
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel
they're like, how can we have like an 8-9 season without Anthony Richardson? Well, spend an awful lot of money on Daniel Jones, and you'll have an 8-9 season.
I don't know, because your offensive line's pretty good, right?
It's all right.
Oh, well, in that case, sorry, 9-8. It's this. We should have just kept Jacoby Brissett at that point if we want to have this kind of season.
Your running game.
We should have kept old Joe Flacco if we want to have that kind of season.
Your running game's pretty good, right?
Very good. One of the better ones
Yeah,
in the league.
but it's
When
not-
Jonathan
you
Taylor's
can't-
healthy.
We're not going to win
defense
games
is-
on it.
Your defense is pretty good, right?
You don't have a quarterback, you can't win.
I think the suckiest part of this is outside of the quarterback position, the Colts actually have a pretty good core. Like, their defense has been good. Like, Anthony Richardson had a winning record as a starter last year and had 8 touchdowns and 12 picks. And
How many games did he start?
11. And a 48% completion percentage. Like, that's to say, like, wow, the Colts around Anthony Richardson were actually pretty good. Like, the run game was good.
Oh, we've always had a good
Defense was
core of
solid.
players, man.
Yeah, it's just a shame to look at it from that angle, because Indy is literally since 2019, they have
just
been
add quarterback.
one quarterback away. Like, they've been that's been the story. And look,
and here's the problem: Chris Ballard should have worked free agency for a better quarterback, and he's not drafted anything worth a damn since he's been there.
Right, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Anthony Richardson, guys that were older. And here, I'm not going to sit here and
Since Andrew Luck retired, here's the list: Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Gardner Minshew, and Richardson, and then Joe Flacco. Oh, yeah. Don't
Right.
forget Sam Ellinger, who started 3 games. Nick Foles, who started a couple. We've had 11 damn quarterbacks starting
11.
since Andrew Luck left in 2019.
And some of those teams haven't even been that bad. Like they've
No,
been
we've
incredibly
had
middle
a
of the
solid
pack.
O-line since we
Mhm.
killed Andrew Luck.
Yeah, and you have an all-pro running back. You have an okay receiving core, good enough, a good front seven, some good DBs too. Like it's a well-made team outside of the quarterback position, which is a
Can
shame.
I just ask this question, though?
Yeah.
Since the Colts brought in Daniel Jones, I should be allowed to change my team without anybody giving me a hard time, right?
Is that what you want to do?
I don't think you're
I'm
going
not
to do
feeling
that.
like maybe.
I think
maybe.
you're too loyal.
I just feel like I want to know I have the option, and you guys won't give me a hard time if suddenly
I
there's a
won't-
Broncos
I won't
jersey
give you-
behind me or something.
I won't give you a hard time. No.
Because I kind of feel that, right? And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I felt that way when they brought him in, Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
And I kind of saw what was happening. So
Right.
it's like not like a huge surprise.
Mhm.
But when you actually see it in print, Daniel Jones is the Colts starting quarterback. That's how it feels.
Well, you know what? I'm going to make a prediction here. I don't think this is the last time we'll see from Anthony Richardson. I don't think this is the last.
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
know. Daniel Jones
I
probably
think
got hurt or something.
That maybe. I think he gets another shot somewhere because Anthony Richardson is not a finished product. He's just not a finished product. He's some quarterbacks that are older than Anthony Richardson. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Drake May. These guys were all rookies last year, and they were older. Well, Caleb Williams and Drake May the same age as Anthony Richardson. So that being said, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's a finished product, but is he an NFL starter right now after what we saw last year? I'm not sure. Based on what the Colts are showing in training camp, probably not. But he has a lot of potential. So I feel like the smartest decision for the Colts would be to at least keep him around. But how I see it, man, the Colts are just too good to tank. They're too good around Anthony Richardson to tank, and they see a chance to win and make the playoffs with Daniel Jones.
Oh, no, Harris, no.
I never said I see. I said they see, Jeffrey. There's a big difference.
By the way, everybody's putting in some comments about these things leading to Arch Manning. There's been a new development on Arch Manning I'll tell you about here in a few minutes, but I better keep up with the text line because it's getting flooded. Booze and Raider says, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. That makes you so happy. It makes me so happy that you said all that. Hashtag Jamarcus Russell. Yeah, I got you.
I think we're being too. I know Anthony Richardson is a bust. I get it. And I should say Anthony Richardson Sr. is a bust. I get it. But the kid has only played how many games? Where Jamarcus Russell, he played like from Pee Wee on through, and he was terrible.
Yeah. Also, I mean, he didn't watch tape. But the thing about Anthony Richardson is,
well, what Booze and Raider is really saying is, my point of you can't second guess sometimes the draft process because at the time you're doing the best you can with the information you have. You don't have the future knowledge that these guys are going to stank.
it was a good pick at the time. Like I don't hate the pick.
Right? Can't say I wouldn't do it again.
After
I don't
Stroud,
know.
Young, and Richardson, there was a huge gap. Will Levis was taken in the second round of that draft. So
I think that I'm with Jeffrey on the GM should have done some moving and some business moves and trading and got into a position to get a better quarterback. So of course you're not going to get another Andrew Luck, but I mean you had plenty of guys you could have brought into this team instead of a project quarterback and think that he's going to somehow be the starting quarterback. When he at the time, I only think he played something like a total of 29 games.
Yeah, he's a newbie. But here's the thing. It's either geriatrics or kindergarten with Chris Ballard, okay? Phillip Rivers towards the end. Carson Wentz towards the end. Matt Ryan towards the end. Sam Ellinger was a newbie, but nobody thought he was going to do anything. He was a backup. Nick Foles towards the end. Gardner Minshew, sort of.
Probably the best one they've had.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't just keep him around, to be honest. And then, of course, Richardson, and then he went back to the end of Joe Flacco. Yeah, that's the last time you'll probably see him playing well. And the Browns are like, oh, we're starting Flacco. You're tanking, you bastards.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's that. But here is the thing. We got to take a break. So when we get back, I'm going to give everybody their say. I'd say 90% of it is people just wanting to razz me because that's the state of things with my Colts. But we got everybody else's teams to talk about soon, too. So come on back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Listen to our live stream on your phone at 1580thefanatic.com.
Chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can make me feel like a spectator in my own life.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine preventive treatment.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. You now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy, still going, its I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
For well-qualified buyers, excludes S-Trim. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 8/4/25.
A Numbers Game features longtime radio personality Gil Alexander, who takes you on an insider's tour through the numbers and the world of analytics, featuring interviews from today's top insiders and Gil's own takes based on his understanding of sports and betting in an entertaining and comfortable fashion. Catch A Numbers Game with Gil Alexander, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So, yeah, okay. All right, it's official. It has been made official. My Indianapolis Colts have officially said that Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback for my team. Now, I know you you guys don't really care because everybody who listens to this show has their own team. And I'm not even going to say it's a majority of Cardinals fans. The Arizona Cardinal fans kind of watching this and probably, I think you feel my pain a little bit, after Josh Rosen, after, your history of quarterbacks. I mean, it's not as bad as the Browns, right? But still. Okay, I got a bunch of texts on the text line. Everybody wants to say something. I'm going to say most of it's probably going to be just flicking me right in the crotch. Like, ding, just trying to drop me. We'll see what happens. Hefty Lefty says, well, at least the Colts' finances will be in order. The accountant being the quarterback could be worse. Could be the Browns. Yeah, that's what I just said. Whistling Gerbil says, Manning coming out if Colts have the first pick. I don't know. That's the thing. So Arch Manning clarified. He came out today. It was a couple of weeks ago. His grandfather, Archie Manning, said, hey, NFL teams, don't you be tanking for my grandson because he's going to definitely stay in school another year. And Manning, Arch Manning, the kid, came out. He's like, yeah, I don't know. He says, I don't know where Grandpa got that. He texted me and apologized. So I'm just really taking it day by day right now. So Arch Manning might be looking at like, if a team he wants to be on is dealing a number one pick, he might jump after this next year if he's at a place where somebody would want to take him with their first pick. So he has opened up a slam door when it comes to the possibilities. So I don't know if that means teams will tank for the opportunity. I don't know that he's going to even be good enough for teams to want to do that. He's got the pedigree. Let's see if he's got the ability, and that's going to be shown in Texas. Chief Skull says the Indianapolis Colts should join the CFL. Shane Steichen is that good a coach. You know what? I'm not high on Shane Steichen, but that's just a dumb thing to say, Chief Skull. Come on.
Jeffrey,
listen, I'm going after your Vikings next, and you're not going to like it.
I wanted to get back to the Arch Manning point to say, I think that assuming Arch Manning's going to be the number one overall pick is pretty far-fetched. Like, we have no idea what's going to happen this year. Remember, there was the whole tank for Tua. He ended up being he didn't end up being the first overall pick in that draft. Burrow did. So you never know what's going to happen. And there's some darn good quarterbacks from Garrett Nussmeier to Cade Klubnik at Clemson. And there's Lenore Sellers, South Carolina. There's a lot of possibilities. I've been in this camp that Arch Manning sticks around in school for longer than people think. He
might, but then if the perfect situation, and listen, for Arch Manning, being a Colt would be a perfect situation.
Yeah.
That would be a great place for him to
be
go.
Ironic,
the culture and where he could learn. And it'd be funny. And maybe that'd be the moment where Eli or Peyton says, maybe I will be an assistant. Maybe I will go and
Cooper
help out. Yeah. Well, Cooper doesn't have the NFL quarterback experience.
Yeah, right.
So it'd have to be Peyton or Eli. Yeah. But yeah, it's a family affair there at the Colts. I think it would really fit him. But then again, like you said, who knows if he's even going to be the best quarterback in that draft.
Yeah.
And I don't know that the Colts are going to have the number one pick. So we're getting ahead of ourselves.
For sure.
Harry says, go for Seattle Seahawks, Jeffrey. No, if I do change teams, it will not be to the Seattle Seahawks. Baker's Cocky Hen says, Danny Dimes is actually pretty good versus the Cowboys, at least. Have the Colts been good since Arians left? They were good anytime Andrew Luck was on the field. That's all I got to say. Edgar Scissorhand says, hey, if you're looking for another down on their luck team to jump on, could I interest you in the Jacksonville Jaguars? No. But thank you. Quiet Cannon says, I agree with Randy. We've seen teams with good defense and running game, an offensive line, and an average serviceable quarterback. Case in point, 49ers 3 years ago. Dallas Cowboys 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, man, I don't want to live the rest of my life 8-9, 9-8. I want to see some improvement here, man.
Yeah.
You want your team to be a 500 club for all time?
And that's what the Colts
I know
been,
Harris can only dream of 500.
No. That I know so many 9-7, 8-8, 7-9 years, Jeffrey. Come on now. August 8th is Jeff Fisher Day for a reason.
F the process says, yeah, I think it's worse if Richardson does good somewhere else though.
I totally think that can happen.
That would stink, but
Yeah.
sometimes you can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain High says, am I the only one who thinks Anthony Richardson hasn't gotten a fair shake in Indy? How's he not gotten a fair shake? Let's review. He keeps hurting himself. And he also pulled himself out of a game last year. And if you can't beat Daniel Jones in camp and in preseason, then your ass belongs exactly where it is, on the bench. I've told you this as we've gone. Anthony Richardson, I'm sorry, he was a mistake. So fair shake? Oh, he's gotten more than a fair shake.
If Anthony Richardson was and Daniel Jones were battling for the Cleveland Browns and New Orleans Saints starting quarterback job, I think this would be different because you're not looking at that team and saying, oh, we're going to make a Super Bowl run. You're looking at that team and saying, let's get some experience for our young guys, allow them to develop and build into the future. I look at this Colts roster and what they were last year, and they won what, 8-9 games last year? So they were that's not too bad. So I look at this roster and say, the Colts are too good to just throw the towel in and go with the guy who they don't think is going to win them enough games.
Big George says, Jeffrey, I care. The Colts are my third favorite team behind the Cardinals and Bears. Lots of misery around here.
Oh, my gosh.
Niner 1680 says, Colts will make the playoffs with Daniel Jones. He was just in a bad situation with the Giants. But see, Daniel Jones has his own deficits, and we'll just talk about that more, I guess, as the season presents itself.
Oh, I don't know.
Chief Skull says, Jeffrey, you always go after my Vikings because of Donnie. I got shrapnel wounds. Okay, well, I guess that's fair. No, you're right. You're right. That's fair. But calling us a CFL team, I've never done that to the Vikings.
No.
I've been nice to the Vikings, even when I've tried to crap all over Donnie. So, CFL was just too much. Firefighter says, hey, come on over to the Steelers. We have Will.i.am as a coach and Aaron Rodgers. I love your coach.
He does look like Will.i.am.
As long as Aaron Rodgers is there, I ain't going anywhere near it.
I think
Sway
Pittsburgh
Dave says, well, I do root for the Cardinals because I live here. I think Jeffrey should just join the Lions pride. What? No, no, I don't live in Detroit. Never lived in Detroit. My family, part of my family is from Michigan, but no. If I change teams, here's the thing. You got to go with the team that's not winning Super Bowls. When you do that, because you don't want to be a bandwagoner. It has to make sense. I was born in Colorado, so maybe being a Broncos fan is a good place to be. They're on the upswing, but they're still not a great team. So, I mean, I feel like that'd be the most appropriate thing for me to do. But I'm not saying I'm doing it. But I think if I did, that would make the most sense. Don't you think?
You do have the Peyton Manning connection, too. So there's a second thing.
Yeah, we shared them. And horses.
Right,
Colts,
horses, pretty
Broncos.
Cool. Oh, yeah. I think it's just meant to be, Jeffrey.
I grew up. I started a Colt, but I grew up into a Bronco.
Well said. And the Broncos are pretty good. Made the playoffs with a rookie quarterback last year.
Can you tell you why I don't maybe want to do it?
Let's hear it.
I don't like orange.
Oh, I love orange.
Oh, there's a lot of orange in that.
There's so much orange. Now I can wear a blue jersey with a little orange, or a white jersey with a little blue and a little. But I could never wear orange. My wife loves orange. She's, oh man, I love orange.
Orange,
and
is
I'm just
great.
like, it's not the same on me as it is on her.
Okay.
That's
You think some
I like
silly
blue.
color would get in the way of you rooting for your hometown team
It might.
with your favorite quarterback,
Well, I don't. Who's my favorite quarterback?
Peyton Manning, who used to play there?
He's not there anymore, Harris.
I know, but there's at least that shared connection. No.
Who's the quarterback now?
Bo Nix.
Oh yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah,
he's doing all right.
There's some promise there.
I don't know. I don't know if he's it. I don't know. The Jet says, Jeffrey, please do not become a Broncos fan. They're the most obnoxious fan base out there. Really?
Who's he a fan
Since
of?
when?
Well, remember that if you are leaning towards the Denver Broncos, your fan mate will be Phil.
I know. It's also my son.
Well,
my
your
son is
your
a
son's
Broncos, fan.
I forgot about that.
Oh,
yeah.
see, another
Phil's
reason.
not my son. I'm
Another
talking about my
reason.
real son.
Yeah.
That's the biggest reason right there, maybe, is that your son's a Broncos fan.
Phil
That might
will
be it.
slobber all over you.
Phil
if you become
is-
a Broncos fan.
How about we just don't tell him?
Phil will get you a Broncos Speedo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He'll make you wear
Yeah.
it too.
I just have to fire him immediately.
Yeah.
Swave Dave says, Jeffrey, I believe you mentioned your wife is Latino. She probably looks gorgeous in orange. You, my friend, would probably look like a creamsicle. No offense. No offense taken. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever worn orange. Maybe I'd look awesome in orange. Maybe if I put on orange, I'd be like, holy crap, what have I been doing with my life? Big George says, please do not become a Broncos fan, Jeffrey. If you're a Broncos fan, you'll have to share them with Phil. You don't want that. He typed that exactly the same time you guys said that.
Yeah.
The Jet says, I lived in Colorado for 2 years. My company had season tickets. I always went to the games, but never wore any clothing apparel for either team. Just watching their fan base would make me sick. Why? What are they doing? What are they doing that's different than what Cardinal fans do and stuff? I'm serious. I don't know. So I would like to be educated on that. You're right. I don't want to join a jerk fan base.
They do have known to be one of the loudest crowds in the NFL.
Well, loud's
So-
fine.
Yeah,
So are the Seahawk fans. That's one of the
Sometimes-
loudest stadiums on the planet.
For sure. Sometimes loud and obnoxious can correlate. That's what I'm saying. I don't personally, growing in SEC country, obnoxious fan bases are like home to me. So it doesn't make a difference for me if you're a Broncos fan or not.
Niner
If that
Annapolis. Can I just tell you, I'd kind of like the napalm SEC country.
SEC country.
I would order an airstrike.
Oh.
Wherever SEC country is,
There are
we're
just
dropping the
so
bombs.
many obnoxious fan bases around that area. It's not even funny. There's like
Yeah.
10 of them.
Niner Annapolis says, I think Daniel Jones will be more than serviceable. I feel your Anthony Richardson disappointment, and I'll raise you Trey Lance. Still missing those 3 first rounders. We were just lucky to hit on Mr. Irrelevant that it made it look not so bad. Colts win 10 games. Stick with them. Solid core. I don't know about 10, man. I don't know about 10, but thanks. Heavy Metal Maniac says, you don't want orange because they'll compare you to Mr. Orange, and that's not so good. Oh, it took me a second to figure out who's
Mr. Orange?
is. Can I kick it?
Yes,
Yes, you can.
Jeffries, you need to go all in on Arizona or Colorado, including the Broncos, Nuggets, Buffalo, Dion.
Dude, Colorado's got some good sports teams right now. Like the
Yeah,
Avalanche are
they're in a
super
good moment, aren't they?
Broncos, Nuggets won a championship not too long ago. The Rockies, we don't have to talk about that.
There's another thing. I'm thinking about retiring in Colorado.
Oh.
So
it just keeps making sense. Yeah.
The Jet says if they're getting blown out, they're not bad. But if they're winning and winning big, they get drunk and pick fights with the opposing team fans. I watch every home game. Talking about the Broncos fans. That sounds like every fan base to me.
I was going to say, you can find that everywhere. Yeah.
The wise guy says, if you're looking for a new team to cheer for, can I interest you in the Jets or the Giants? Yeah, stadium is built on top of my former boss, the Jimmy Hoffa. We've dedicated fan base here. Don't mess with us. Capiche?
Wow.
Isn't that
problem
worse than
there
the
is-
Colts?
I didn't know he was New York.
Yeah.
It just makes
I didn't
perfect
know that.
sense.
Wow.
Well, here's the thing. Wise guy, I appreciate the invite, but I'm going to decline because I want to maybe have the option to get back out again. And I would never get out. So
no,
thank
once you're a
you.
made man, it's almost impossible to get out. Yeah.
Appreciate it, though.
Yeah.
Sharp Cat says, how can you judge Anthony Richardson? Have you ever played the game? Don't you Denzel Washington me? How dare you? Denzel Washington me, Sharp Cat. Anyways, we have to take a break. We come back. We got nothing but NFL football. I wasn't kidding when I said that earlier. I mean, we're being true to our word. But when we do come back, though, we're going to start it back up with 32 NFL teams in 32 days. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Huh? What? The Daily Blender is on social media. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Search 1580 The Fanatic or link to us at 1580thefanatic.com.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports. Basketball Hall of Famer Sue Bird is now the first WNBA player to be honored with a statue. Bird retired 3 years ago, and on Sunday, the Seattle Storm unveiled the bronze replica of their franchise icon. Bird was drafted by Seattle with the first overall pick in 2002. She played her entire career with the Storm and led them to 4 league championships. The Storm had already retired her number 10 jersey, and with this new statue, she's even further immortalized as a legend in Seattle.
This statue doesn't just belong to me, it belongs to Seattle. It belongs to every fan who believed in women's basketball when the rest of the world wasn't paying attention. It belongs to every teammate who trusted my passes, every coach who had the belief to put the ball in my hands at the end of games, and every person who made Climate Pledge Arena and Key Arena before it feel like home for over 2 decades.
With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Maggie Gray on Westwood One.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can make me feel like a spectator in my own life.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine preventive treatment.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
1580 The Fanatic.
Dave Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right. I didn't mean for my Colts angst to take up so much time. I apologize, because I know nobody probably cares that much about the Colts in these parts other than to give me a hard time about it. Kind of like nobody cares about your fantasy football or my fantasy football. You know, when you're in season, nobody wants to hear stories about our fantasy football. So that's the thing, Harris. You need to know that up front. We don't need to tell stories about our fantasy football. You know, other than, oh, I whooped your ass. I kicked your butt too. And that's it. We don't need to go into detail about our fantasy football teams and the things that happen. What we do talk about is the listeners' fantasy football stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We do talk about who's got the highest score that week. We do talk about who's killing it when somebody is killing it in the leagues.
Yeah.
But as far as our fantasy football, nothing is more boring to the people who listen to this show than if we were to start really going into and talking about our fantasy football. So you follow that, right?
I follow.
Okay. I mean, I just wanted you to know up front so you you didn't get upset when I'd say, no, we're not going to talk about that.
Right.
I will shoot you down if you start talking about your. Here's the thing. If Harris is as good as he says he is, he's going to be gloating every single week about destroying somebody. And then he's going to want to tell everyone about it. We don't do that.
5-time. We don't need to do that 5-time.
No, you're right.
Right.
I completely understand.
Quiet confidence.
Now, if you want to slip a little bit of a razzmatazz in when we have Scott Engel, our fantasy football expert, maybe you could do that. But I'm just saying, just know up front. We talk about the super fans and their games. Nobody cares about ours. 888-368-1580. I see your message here, and I have no idea what you're talking about. What is a true story? You're trying to figure out what's a true story about Auburn?
This is no. If it's a true story or not, I was just going to keep you updated. And
wait, so Auburn Sports puts out a story. Okay. Auburn Sports says Auburn football now claims 9 national championships, 15 conference titles from the past. Well, what are you saying now? It's maybe not a true story.
No, this is a true story. Auburn is legit. Well, I guess folks will remember the day when Auburn won 9 national championships in one day.
So,
because they're claiming
what is the story here? So they went back and they looked in the past and found more championships that people forgot?
Basically. Yeah. So, like, for example, they claimed 2004, the national championship, when they were.
Why did they claim that?
Because they were undefeated, but they were left out of the BCS national championship that year.
You can't claim a championship.
I know.
You didn't play in.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's what I think there's like 156 years of college football and 228 national champions. Isn't that nuts?
Okay.
Because that's
Auburn
where people
is where my niece graduated. And outside of that, I now have no use for them at all.
Auburn.
This is the dumbest damn thing. So,
yeah.
Okay, I've got it in front of me now. 1910, they're like, hey, we've got a championship based on Maxwell's ratings and the college football rankings. Wait, did you win a championship? No, but the rating. No, shut up.
Yeah.
1913, we got the Billings, the margin of victory, and the NCAA football record book.
Yeah.
That's no, none of these things. It's more of the same throughout this entire list. Do you find any credibility in any of these 9 claim championships by Auburn?
There is 2 that have credibility, which is 1957 and 2010.
Okay, the AP and the NCAA football record book.
Yeah,
2000. Why is that credible?
Because, 57, they were.
Did they not have a championship played?
There wasn't until 98. No. The college football did not have.
How are they determining those things back then?
Whoever finished number 1 in the poll, the pollsters would vote it. That's why there's so many different national champions in college football.
It's very confusing. So they are credible on 1957, according to Harris. What's the other time?
2010, the year they had Cam Newton. They were credible there. That was an undefeated team.
But there was a championship then.
Yeah.
There was a played championship, though. Yeah. So the AP, the BCS, and the NCAA football record books are irrelevant. You have a championship. So if you really want to look at it, the only one that should be even thought of as anything would be the 1957.
57 and 2010 are the 2.
No 2010. There was a championship played in 2010.
Auburn won the championship that year.
Well, then they already had it.
Yeah, so
nobody's arguing.
No, I'm saying they should have 2, not 9. That's what.
Okay, we're saying basically the same.
So
thing
they're they moved up from 2 to 9 national champions in one day because they claimed 7.
So 1957, we'll allow it. 2010's already a fact, so they only
Yeah.
get one more championship.
They get
from
0.
this whole thing.
They get 0. They have 2 already, so they get 0. There's no more than what they should have, than what they had before.
Glendale Mullet says, in what year did Harris's mustache win the national championship? No years at all.
1956.
It's got a loss
The AP doesn't.
every year.
The AP doesn't recognize it though, but I'm going to claim it anyway. So
Swave Dave says, thank you for moving the 32 and 32 slot earlier. Most of them in the beginning, and I didn't get to hear because I was in a bad time slot for me. That being said, please pour me a tall one.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
We
can do that.
shall pour you a tall one. And with that, let's go ahead and do it. 32 NFL teams in 32 days. We are now down to day 11. Oh, I'm so excited for the real thing to start. All right, Harris, day 11. Who are we talking about?
Okay, today's team is the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Randy's rival.
Yeah.
Randy's bitter rival. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. As we know, rough one last year. How seriously are we going to take last year? I would say not too seriously. They had a ton of injuries. So quarterback, I gave it a B minus at QB. I mean, last year wasn't Purdy's
Why
best.
not a B? Why not a B?
Just because, I mean, Brock Purdy won what, 6 games as a starter last year. And so I think that's,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're basing this on last year's performance.
I'm basing it on generalizing pretty much everything. And there was a lot of
basing
injuries.
it more on what the team looked like this year.
Yeah, but just the individual quarterback, I gave it a B minus. Running back,
That's fair.
Yeah, running back, I gave it an A minus. Right? I mean, you have CMC back. His health is going to be huge because when McCaffrey's been injured, they clearly have not looked like the same team.
Well, they don't have Debo. Debo's gone.
Yeah,
he's with
gone.
Washington now.
Mhm. Yeah, and they drafted Jordan James from Oregon, who I think is a sleeper people should be intrigued by because he's really freaking good. That guy can run over you. Wide receiver, I think they're really subtly good in this area. Even though they did lose Debo, I wouldn't give him, so not wide receiver, we'll just say receiver. I gave him an A.
They got Brandon Ayuk.
Ricky Pearsall is a player who fantasy football owners should know. Ricky Pearsall is going to be a stud. He was at Arizona State before he transferred. He was at Florida. He torched a lot of great secondaries at both of those schools. He was a first-round pick for a reason. Remember, he got injured last year, was battling that. Fully healthy this year. A lot of people are buying in him in camp. You get Kittle after the catch. Ayuk is great. Juwan Jennings is a great possession receiver. They are more than fine at wide receiver and receiver. Offensive line.
What do you make of Jordan Watkins?
He's probably not going to start because the 3 starters are going to be Ayuk, Pearsall, Juwan Jennings. If Juwan Jennings gets traded, I think Jordan Watkins is going to start.
What about Junior Bergen? He's also a rookie out of Montana.
I did not watch a lot of Montana football last year.
Well, that's what happens, man. You used to watch tons of Montana football. You got this girlfriend, and now you're not the same anymore.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. We're working on that, Jeffrey. We're working on that.
Very disappointed.
I know. Very disappointing indeed. So
is Kittle still good?
Oh, yeah. I think he is. He's a beast after the catch. Maybe he's not what he was when he was 24, athletically.
Well, he's 31,
he's
and
savvy.
everybody started seeing old, Travis Swift drop off. So, I'm sorry, Travis Kelce drop off.
Yeah, I think there could be a drop off, but Pearsall is in Ayuk and Kittle. I mean, that's 3 guys that are Pro Bowl caliber players. Most teams, there are some teams that don't even have 1. So I think they're going to be fine there. There's just enough ammo that if they get injured, they'll be good there. They didn't have that last year. O-line, gave it a B minus. I mean, you still have the best left tackle in football, but outside of that, there are questions. There are some. Purdy was under more duress than normal last year. Front 7, A minus. In secondary, the one question mark of the team, I gave it a C minus. So some new pieces there. You get a new free safety. You get a new nickel safety or nickel back. Not the band, but the front 7 is going to be excellent. So overall, very good defense. Jeffrey,
Yeah.
How many wins do you think the Niners are going to get?
Well, I was looking at their schedule earlier, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Cupcake Central. Boy, do
Easiest
they have
schedule
a
in
soft
football.
schedule.
Yeah.
You got the Saints. You got the Jaguars. You got the I don't know if I'm going to put the Rams in there, but they're not that great. You got the Giants. You got, I'm sure you'll pick it up on the Cardinals and the Bears and the Titans and the Browns. Holy cow. I am probably too low when I say 10 wins. I'm probably too low, but I'm going to go with 10 wins because of one issue, and that is the backup quarterbacks are weak sauce, and you might end up needing them. So I'm not trying to predict an injury, but they have a pretty soft schedule. Some of the teams that I look at, I know they're probably a little better than my brain remembers. So, yeah, but I'm going to go pessimistic on the 49ers with the 10 wins.
Right at the over-under at 10.5. Yeah, Randy.
I'm going to take the over, and I think they have 12 wins.
12?
They're going to beat the Cardinals twice?
I think that, no, they will lose, unfortunately, to the Cardinals both times. The Cardinals will dominate them both times. But that being said, I think they split with the Sea Chickens. I think they split with the Rams. I think they split or not split. I think they beat all the other cupcake teams. And I think they have 12 wins.
12 wins.
Yeah,
Okay.
12.
12
I'm
wins.
taking 12.
Yeah, looking at this schedule, man.
Yeah.
Easiest schedule in football.
That schedule is sweet.
Yeah.
It is sugar
NFL,
sweet
might I
because
say.
there's so many cupcakes in there.
Right? So the losses I have them getting. Seattle, they split. The Rams, they split. I have them getting trapped, losing at Houston. I have them losing at Arizona once, so I have them splitting. And that's it. And with that in mind, they are 13-4. So I have them going.
They are not the juggernaut I think that you think they are.
I have San Francisco. They don't need to be the juggernaut, though, to go 13 wins in this schedule. Like, I don't think they do.
Super easy schedule.
Yeah.
But I think some of those teams are going to be surprisingly better than we think. I
Could
think
be.
That's where the trouble's going to be.
It's the NFL. Anyone can trip anyone any moment. So, yeah.
Chief Skull says 49ers end up third in the division while the Rams win it. King Kitten says, you know what? Ricky didn't just get injured. Ricky got shot. Ricky is tougher than bullets.
For real. Yeah, he did.
Random texter says Brandon Ayuk is hurt right now. Sorry to hear that. The wise guy says, Jeffrey, you're already a made man. Once you're in, there is no out. We will pull you back in. That guy who cut you off in traffic the other day, he's swimming with the fishes. Oh, great. Now I got that on me. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities. So it puts less stress on our household and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Hey, nice savings balance. Well done.
Thanks.
What you saving for? New car?
Nah, it's to pay thousands in fines and court costs after I got pulled over for drinking and driving.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you better keep saving.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving can wipe you out in more ways than one. It can hurt or even kill innocent people, drain your bank account, tear your future apart, even take your life. You're smarter than that. This Labor Day, drive sober or get pulled over. Brought to you by NHTSA.
We didn't take to retirement like we thought we would.
We got bored.
So I thought I'd book a trip to Italy to celebrate retiring.
We didn't speak Italian.
We didn't then. We do now. Because of Babbel.
Babbel is the refreshingly easy-to-use app for learning a new language. With more than a dozen languages to choose, Babbel uses immersive lessons to teach you vocabulary and grammar in a way that sticks.
We set a goal for 15 minutes per day.
That's all we needed.
And Italy was just...
Bellissima.
That means beautiful.
In Italian.
From interactive lessons led by experts to conversation tips on real-life topics, Babbel's revolutionary teaching style keeps language in your head and easy to remember. Celebrating 15 million subscriptions sold. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down, because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it. All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Guy Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona, talking nothing but NFL football till the end of the show. I promise. Nothing else is going to brick in my stride. Oh, no. We got to keep on moving.
Seems like a song or something.
No, I just made that up right there. 888-368-1580. So, okay, enough about my quarterback issues, enough about your quarterback issues. How about the Browns quarterback issues? They're saying, okay, Joe Flacco, he's the quarterback. And then they're like, well, we have to keep probably those other guys. Really? You're going to keep Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders? And they're like, we might get rid of Kenny Pickett. We might get rid of him. And they're like, whoa, why would you get rid of him? And they're like, you got these cheap rookies. And, Kenny Pickett costs money. He's got a $2.6 million fully guaranteed salary in 2025. But can they cut him? Or they'd still be on the hook for that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you'd still have to pay him if it's
sounds like a Browns thing to do, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, if it's guaranteed. So,
well, they'll trade him to somebody for getting rid of that $2.623 million amount of money, and some other teams might pay that. You see what I'm saying? So they'll probably try to send him away.
Yeah,
and save the money. And then now they've got Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders.
I think that's how you should do it. Probably.
Who has the worst problem, the Colts or the Browns?
I think the Browns do.
Feel like the Colts, because the Browns have like 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah,
something might stick.
I don't know, because with Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel, I think maybe one of those can hit. When in Indy, Cleveland's got a worse problem as a team. Indy's may have a worse quarterback problem. That's how
they also have Tyler Huntley up in there too, by the way.
Oh my gosh! And isn't Deshaun Watson still on the team?
Yeah, technically, sort of, but he'll never play.
Yeah. Goodness,
what a mess!
What a
mess!
To think this team was in the playoffs 2 years ago. Like, that's how quickly things can change in the National Football League. Think about that.
We knew it was a fluke. We knew that, listen, the Browns are going to do Browns things. The Browns always do Browns things.
I don't know. They had like the best defense in the NFL that year. The offense wasn't great, but it was at least enough,
It's always been a problem. Getting a good offense on the Browns. It's always been a
has
problem.
Been since like Jim Brown, Otto Graham.
So then Kevin O'Connell, he's got a problem. He says this number 2 quarterback competition still open. Nobody cares about your number 2 quarterback competition. Nobody cares about your trying to figure out your backup quarterback. Why do we care about who the backup quarterback will be? First off, who is the quarterback for the Vikings?
JJ McCarthy.
Right. So who cares about
Sam
Howell?
Sam Howell's the second.
Or
string.
Brett Rippon.
Yeah.
Or even Max Brosmer.
You
Who
know
cares?
what? That's encouraging if you're a Vikings fan because, JJ McCarthy has separated himself, which means probably he's having a decent camp. In Minnesota,
it's a GM just trying to be right.
It could be. In Minnesota, with how good of a team that is, they won how many games last year? 13 games? 12-5? Something like that. I'm forgetting. I should know that. But they were really good last year. So this is a team, they're not going to roll with the young guy because we need to develop him. It's a team that wants to win now. So that probably means that JJ's having a good camp. I think he's going to be a good NFL player. Ralph doesn't agree with me. He calls him Captain Handoff, but I think JJ's got it.
We've yet to really see what he is.
Right.
We've yet to really see it in the NFL because of that injury. So this is really the rookie season. This really is the rookie season.
It totally is. JJ coming out of college was a lot better than people think because look what happened to Michigan's QB play when JJ McCarthy went to the draft. They had 7 passing touchdowns, their starting quarterback last year. So that just shows you JJ was really, really valuable to that national championship team.
888-368-1580. The Browns, says Last Optimist, at least have guys that might develop into real quarterbacks. Your Colts cupboard is bare. I know, man. I know. I'm not even arguing with you there. I'm like kind of eyeballing some of your Browns quarterbacks going, should we? No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. No, it's no better. It's no better.
I still think Anthony Richardson is not a finished product. He's too young to judge him a finished product, but I just don't know if it's going to be at the Colts.
I don't know if it's going to be anywhere. So I guess we'll figure that out in the future.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert, quarterback for the Chargers of LA. You got to appreciate Justin Herbert for his choice in women, not just because she's pretty, not just because she's a singer, but because she's got an awesome name. Justin Herbert loves beer. Madison Beer. It turns out they're dating. Turns out she's she's really short compared to him. But there's some pictures that showed up of him visiting her on the video set, where she was making her video.
Yep.
And he was giving her gifts and stuff. So that's pretty good. If you're Justin Herbert, and I love beer, perfect. Don't make her change her name if you're married.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
it could be Justin Beer.
I also have no idea who she is. Do you know who Madison Beer is?
I've heard of her. I don't know really a lot
You've
about
never
her.
heard her music or seen her do
No, I didn't
whatever
even
it
know
is
she was a
does?
singer. I thought she was a model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think she's that too.
Okay. That kind
But
of.
I mean, that's perfect. Oh, what a great last name. I love beer,
Yeah.
Just me? All right. Smarty Pants.
I was just going to say she's an American singer and songwriter, so she is a singer. I don't see anything here about her being a model. She's only 5'6". So
wow, that's taller than most gals. So she looks really short next to him.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's like what though? 6'6"?
Yeah,
He's a tall dude.
She comes up to like his chest, and that's about it. So yeah.
Smarty Pants says, I'm not a hater. I like the kid, but I'm just not sure about Shedeur and how he's going to develop, especially with that many quarterbacks in the quarterback room.
Yeah, I think Shedeur definitely got put in like the worst situation you could imagine.
He makes Flacco like Lord of the quarterback room. Ah, yes, come bathe in my knowledge and my experience.
Joe Flacco's like 20 years older than all of those guys.
Joe Flacco had 5 o'clock shadow when he was 12.
Yeah.
He just looks like a guy in one of those war movies that's seen some stuff.
Yeah. And he probably has.
Yeah.
Well, he was on the Colts, so yeah, you're right. Anyway, so let's move on. DeMar Hamlin got himself a big old tattoo. I haven't seen it, but here's what they say: that he got a big tattoo so that it would help him remember His cardiac arrest medical emergency.
Wow.
You need help remembering that? You died, dude. How are you not remembering it? Why do you need a reminder of that? I wouldn't want a reminder of that, but across the top of his back, wait, what? His back, it says, "Did we win?" Those were the words he said when he came to in the hospital after his cardiac event. Well, here's another thing. If you want to remember something, why are you putting it on your back? It's behind you. You won't see it. I'm very confused by Damar Hamlin. If you're going to get a tattoo that helps you remind something, it should go on the front somewhere, or on the arm. Right? Oh, yeah, that's right, man. Look at that. I remember that. You don't need reminding, and putting a tattoo on your back to remember something seems like a bad idea unless you can read in the mirror.
Yeah. Or you can put the tattoo backwards on your back, so when you look in a mirror, it's correct for you.
I feel like that's a great idea, Randy.
Thank you.
Like the license plates on an ambulance says move over, it's backwards.
Yeah.
Or it says ambulance backwards on the windshield. That's what Damar Hamlin needed on his back. But evidently this ink covers his entire back.
Wow.
And there's other stuff like Monday Night Football stuff. And there's like a logo, and it says "Pray for Damar 3" flag. And then all kinds of things that were part of that experience. So now his entire back, but it's behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the wisest choice of my nephew. He got a tattoo. It was his name, and he put it over his left nipple on his left.
Like a name tag on his shirt.
Yeah, it was. He put his name up there, and every time I see it, I'm like, I ask him, Matt, do you forget your name often, or
is it upside down?
No,
down
and he's all like,
right.
"Oh, Uncle Randy," and I said, "Why? Why? Can I get an explanation?" And he just laughs it off and walks into the other room.
He has no good answer. That's why he walks off and goes,
"Yeah, yeah,
Why does he walk around with his shirt off at your house?
Well, I don't know. We were at a pool, and I was like, "So, your name's Matt. Is this for like everybody else to know your name, or?"
You should say, "Hello, my name is."
There.
And now you got something.
I think I even told him that. Why didn't you get a "Hello, my name is"?
Randy, are you pro or anti tattoo?
Oh, I'm whatever makes you whatever makes you happy. I've seen some beautiful tattoo art.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And I think tattoo artists are incredible that they can do what they do with a tattoo thing. But I've also seen some pretty bad tattoos too.
Yeah, some really bad.
Like Matt.
Well, like my nephew, Matt.
I am pro just do whatever the hell you want. It's your body. But personally, I don't have any tattoos, and I won't have any tattoos because I want to be able to be buried in a Jewish cemetery. I'm not Jewish. I just want to be able to know that I could sneak in.
Yeah. I thought you wanted me to shoot your remains off in a fireworks.
So I have like a whole bunch of different needs. And so somebody is going to have to get like a flour sifter and put my ashes in there and then just like split it up into a bunch of different boxes. Because there is a lot of things I want to have happen to me when I'm dead.
And then at night, you'll have me sneak into a Jewish cemetery and bury you there.
No, I just want the option, Randy.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just want to know I have the option.
I was going to start, getting all my gear together so I could take your remains in at night, on a tactical run.
Rainy City Bitch Pigeon says, shouldn't Hamlin have a tattoo on his chest that says "push here"?
Now, see, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, push here. Yeah.
Rocky Mountain High says, Randy being the creepy uncle, I had one of those. He used to bathe me after a hot day outside.
What?
Randy's not a creepy uncle. He just noticed the guy had a tattoo on his
Matt, why do you have
chesticle.
your name on your chest? Why?
Yeah.
Is it like big or is it like?
It's not. It looks like he had it. When you wear those shirts that's got your name on it.
Yeah.
It's like that.
What?
It's on the left on the left side of his chest, above his left nipple, and just says Matt.
Matt.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Number one Rattlers fan says, super conditioned and healthy. Can any of those three of you think of any athlete who still smokes I remember in the 70s and 80s, you often saw athletes smoking.
Oh, yeah, baseball players especially. They'd had a lung dart. Yeah.
Yeah, so many people were on the cigs.
yeah.
Back
Does
then.
it have to be cigarettes? It
You
can
go
be
through a couple
smoking.
of heaters in
Well,
the game.
back then,
Yeah.
yes, because back
Oh,
then other things were not legal.
Right. I'm just saying, like, if he asks athletes that still smoke, that could mean anything.
I don't think athletes probably still smoke. No, I'm thinking no.
I think there are some. In the
They'll
NBA,
smoke the marijuana, but I don't think they're sitting there smoking just regular cigarettes.
I was thinking marijuana.
Joe Burrow does a cigar.
Well, that's
Yeah.
different. He's not supposed to be breathing that. So
Kevin Durant, hasn't he talked
loves
about
a
that?
nice cigar. Well, he smokes a lot of pot.
Yeah. he's
Kevin
talked about
Durant
that.
smokes like
Well,
an
Aaron-
unreasonable
Aaron-
amount.
Aaron
I mean,
Rodgers?
he's got to fill a 7-foot frame full of that smoke. So
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, he'll get into a hut and just get the secondhand ayahuasca. I
Yeah.
don't think he's sitting there.
yeah, he does the ayahuasca.
Yeah.
The Jet says Triple H is too young to remember that we used to see him smoking on the sidelines during
Oh, yeah.
games.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
8 Mile Mofo says, I'm saying it now. 7-10 for the Niners. C-Mac will be out week 7, rest of the year.
Wow.
That's a weird predicting somebody's injury.
So,
Well, he is 8 Mile
Do you do that,
Mofo.
Harris? Do you predict injuries?
no.
You factor in for the possibility, but
yeah.
man, to
probability.
say, hear me now, week 7. What is happening week 7 for the 49ers? I have to go back and look. Week 7, they
Houston.
are playing.
Houston.
No,
Oh, I have game 7,
Atlanta.
Houston.
They're playing Atlanta week 7.
Oh, I was looking at Seattle's schedule.
So let me
Oops.
ask you, 8
Yeah.
Mile Mofo, are you planning on being at the Atlanta Falcons game? Are you planning on taking him out at the kneecap, Jeff Galooly style? How could you know week 7 would be the week that Chris McCaffrey might get hurt?
Do you
You
know?
are now a suspect in so
Yeah.
many different potential crimes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
what would have to happen for the
Yeah.
Niners to go 7-10? Like this schedule, they are better than probably every single team that they are playing in their schedule.
Huh.
Like,
Well, understand something, Harris. Hear what he said.
yeah.
7-10, right? And
Okay.
he'll be out week 7 and then
Yeah.
the rest of the year. So he's saying the last 10 games they'll lose in a row because they have no Christian McCaffrey.
Their last 10 games, Houston.
Harris?
the
Harris?
Gi- yeah, yeah.
Take Harris?
No, I heard you. I
He's-
heard you.
He's kidding.
Oh.
Some of
He's
these
not
will be jokes.
serious.
Yeah.
Oh.
7-10
I thought he was legit.
out week 7.
Oh.
He's not serious.
Oh, okay. I thought he was. I totally.
8
bit the
Mile
bait.
Mofo, no jokes with Harris during football season, I think, is probably the best way to go.
I
here.
totally bit the bait. I thought he was being legit. Oh.
Harris is about to unload on you. And
Oh,
then he was going to
gosh.
send you facts and figures and charts, and this was about to go out of control.
You know, for
8
those,
Mile Mofo, I know you're new, but don't do that to Harris.
sometimes I feel like those that bet, I just don't want people to be making really bad bets. And so I'll be like, and I know there are a lot of bettors on the text line, so I'll be like, no, don't do that. Here's why. But he was totally joking. It just flew over me like a plane. So we can move on.
Wise guy says, hey, if you need me to take out Christian McCaffrey week 7, I can. No, please don't.
No.
Please don't do that. We appreciate. Nope. Thank you. No.
Stand down.
Jonesy says, I saw Mikal Bridges walk out of his dispensary months before he was traded out of here. Well, it's not against the law, man. So I'm not surprised. Didn't see. Listen, it's not a performance enhancing thing. So if it's legal, great. I personally think it's a bad idea. I don't like to be dulled doing what I do here. If I were a professional athlete, maybe for pain management, but outside of that, I feel like I wouldn't want to be dulled for what I'm doing there. But I've also known some people who would smoke marijuana and be high functioning. Some people I've worked with in the past. This one lady would be like up all night cleaning. It was like backwards from what it usually does. And her husband would be sleeping at 7 p.m. So, it's legal. Maybe it's not a great idea, but it's legal. Last Optimist says, so you're going to be cremated and have your family participate in bone picking ceremony?
What?
Listen, I don't have all the details yet. Randy, I probably do need to update my wishes.
Yeah.
I'll
think so.
get that
Yeah.
together. We'll do that on air
All right.
another
All
time.
right.
I want
All right.
everybody to know so nobody forgets.
Right.
Baby Mullet says, Jeffrey, if you got a tattoo of a horseshoe on your butt, the Colts would find a quarterback. First off, Baby Mullet, I still love that name. Second, what? Dimeback Dude says, pretty sure Moist One already bought a plot for you and Randy on either side of him. He wants to be sandwiched between the two of you in the worst way for all eternity.
Oh, boy.
That would be the worst way.
Yeah.
Swozman says, Jeffrey, when I played adult semi-pro tackle football here in the Valley, on one play, I got a concussion. It was the end of the game, and I came in the parking lot, walking in my car. I look at the guy next to me. I say, hey, who won the game? Well, that's always going to be on your mind.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Yeah.
be walking to the car asking that. Big George says, Justin Herbert's girlfriend's 5'6", so about Kyler Murray height. Boy, that is short. Hefty Lefty says, Madison Beer seems, well, looks like she's more plastic than the outer shell of Herbert's helmet. Well, maybe
Huh.
it's familiar to him. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More football. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender is streamed live on YouTube. Search 1580 The Fanatic to watch.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
For well-qualified buyers, excludes S-Trim. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 8/4/25.
Weekdays at 6 a.m., broadcast veterans Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis share their insights, break down games, and analyze the data to give you an edge. By the Books takes you inside the numbers, showing you what you should look for to help you make the most of your sports betting decisions. By the Books with Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Thunder here on 1580, the Fanatic. Yeah, Smarty Pants on the text line. He's talking about Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that you might see him on the field this season. Joe Flacco, the old man, he gets a little hitch in there, and he's like, I'm not feeling good. Yeah, he gets injured. Listen, Shedeur Sanders, they're going to be chanting for him. They're going to be chanting because the people want to see Shedeur Sanders. And one of the things that you'll see even in the preseason game is everybody's excited about Shedeur Sanders. They want to see Shedeur Sanders. Now, listen, pumping the brakes here. I'm not talking about actual football analysis, all right? What he did, I don't care about in preseason. Everybody is great in preseason. Great people are bad in preseason. Bad people are great in preseason. And then everything else in between. So we do not know completely what we have with Shedeur Sanders, the same way we do not know what we have with J.J. McCarthy, okay, until we actually see it. So, but back over to the Browns, Joe Flacco, he's old, and I don't know that he'll make it through an entire season. And so who is the next guy up for the Browns if he does not? Is it Shedeur Sanders? That's the thing. I'd really be interested to see what their depth chart is after they get to 53 players.
Yeah, judging that Shedeur was the fourth quarterback on the depth chart, I'd assume it's Dillon Gabriel that's next up. And Dillon Gabriel, while Shedeur was very good in college, Dillon Gabriel was like really good in college. Like Oregon was unbeaten last year. At UCF, he was dominant. At Oklahoma, he was dominant. Look what happened to them when he left. So Dillon Gabriel has gone really under the radar in this whole Shedeur Sanders thing. But Dillon Gabriel is actually legit. So I feel like he's going to be the next man up
backup
after Flacco. Yeah, I think Dillon Gabriel's
a good player or a competent backup, because he's not the next up. Right now in the depth chart, they got Kenny Pickett.
Right, for now.
But yeah, he's probably going to get dealt out.
I can see Gabriel taking a step up and beating him out. He also broke.
Because it's the Browns, right? Let's see, Joe Flacco gets hurt. Something goes wrong. He's old.
Yeah.
Dillon Gabriel, if he doesn't perform, watch him say, all right, let's throw Shedeur Sanders out there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
That's a very Browns thing to do.
Could
be.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
you're going to probably see him on the field.
I think we will, for sure. I mean, speaking of, and Dillon Gabriel did break, I believe he broke the velocity record in the combine. So, like, he wasn't just this good college quarterback who floats, throws. Like, he's got some zip on his throws. So, I think Dillon Gabriel is going to be the next guy up. But, Jeffrey, I do think we'll see Shedeur. I agree with you. Will he start a game?
The only reason I say that,
I don't know.
I don't know about start, but I think the only reason I say that, and maybe he will, because here, think about this. If Flacco falters, and at his age, and I feel bad saying it, I never wish injury on anyone, and I got nothing against Flacco, but he's old.
Yeah.
So he's going to wear down. And then Dillon Gabriel is going to get a shot. Now, if Dillon Gabriel just goes off and I'll go, wow, my gosh, look at him.
Yeah.
Then, all right, no problem. But if he falters and Shedeur Sanders gets in, finds the field, now you got a whole nother quarterback competition, don't you? And they're going to be having to decide, well, we brought in Shedeur because Dillon didn't do great. What do we got here? You have what? These, we're going to use both quarterbacks. We're just going to use them situationally. Just cancel the rest of the season if you say that out loud.
Yeah.
And they have said that before. The Browns have done this before.
And look at this roster too. Like, the O-line's good. Like, their O-line's fantastic. But Cedric Tillman, Jerry Jeudy, Jamari Thrash, and Njoku at tight end, Jerome Ford at running back. Like, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that none of these quarterbacks are going to light it up. Because the situation that they're in, it's just tough to. So that makes me more inclined to say, well, Cleveland's going to exercise every option possible. Because if it doesn't work, more likely to try another one.
So, yeah, you'll get to see Shedeur Sanders, and we shall see what happens. Or unless Dillon Gabriel just does great, and maybe you won't see him. But, the Browns, I can't spend too many calories on them.
Right.
Moving on to the next thing here. Travis Kelce, as you know, he's dating a billionaire.
Yes.
She's a billionaire, right?
Yeah,
It's been confirmed.
Yeah.
She's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's $100 millionaire. He's got 10% of the money of Taylor Swift.
That's crazy.
And that's not bad. We wish we had 10%.
Yeah.
We wish we had a 1%. If we had
Absolutely.
1% of the money of her, we'd have $10 million right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
So he's doing fine. He's got his own money. I'm sure if they ever do get married, there'll be a straight up, document saying you got your money, I got my money. The prenup is, the best of lawyers will be on this.
Yeah.
And I feel like, Travis Kelce, he's like, hey, I got my $100 million. I don't need her money, and she's the same way. That'll be that. So, or they'll be married and together for the rest of their lives forever and ever. You never know what is going to happen when two people get together.
Yep.
But looking at them together on that podcast thing, poof, man, this is the real deal. This is the real deal for both of them. But don't worry about Travis Kelce. No matter what happens, he's got his own money. He will be fine.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
A lot of people think she's going to chew him up and spit him out.
I don't know that she's that kind of a lady.
Yeah, eventually.
That is
happening.
Eventually.
I
If
think
she's looking for a new album.
I don't know that that's true. I think that she's chewed up and spit out other guys that were probably cruel and mean.
Well, are they all? Because
you sound like a Swiftie,
some of these guys are looking at they're like, what's that? Why did she write that? I didn't, what? Yeah, and they're very confused by it. So, I mean, not everybody's crazy. Not everybody's a bad guy. It's just, it happens exactly about the point they break up. So Alanis Morissette did it. Adele did it. Taylor Swift does it. And if she starts to get bored and she's like, oh, I need a new album, she can be eyeballing that hairy man next to her going,
What do we
Mr.
know?
10%
That
of
man
my
is
money.
Randy White. Just kidding.
That's right. She's scrolling through. She sees Randy White. She's like,
there's my next culprit.
Travis, you got to go. Get your bleep and go.
Come on, you can't grow that beard.
I've got a little Italian lady that's got something to say about that.
Oh, absolutely. But Harris is right. You may need to cut the sexy beard back, or else Taylor Swift might be coming your way.
And if you don't sign a prenup, Randy, you could be rich. Very
listen,
rich.
Listen, I would never do anything to lose Miss Kim, and B, she is not my type. Thank you.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Not your
I
type.
don't want a billionaire either.
He wants a
8 Mile
trillionaire.
Mofo says, hey, whoa, what about Watson? Watson's never going to see the field again.
No,
Probably
That's
not.
what's
He's-
about Watson.
He's unofficially retired.
All right, 2357 is back. The guy who showed us the potato tacos.
Oh,
says,
okay.
I wonder if Travis would change his name to Travis Swift if they got married.
No.
I think they both just keep their names. Both those names are their brand. I think they would just be married. That's my guess. Or she would go ahead and take his last name if she's traditional.
That jersey would sell like crazy.
That's a good point.
Could you imagine?
That is such a good point.
Just think about it. It would be the NFL's highest selling jersey of all time.
You know what? I don't think there's a wrong answer on that.
Yeah.
And 2357, if you're going to send us pictures of Mexican potato tacos, then, we need to know who the hell you are. It's time for you, maybe.
For sure.
Senor Papas.
Well, I don't know. He'll maybe have his own idea. Or she. I don't know who we're talking to here.
I'm intrigued by those tacos.
Senorita Papas.
What else do you
Yeah,
put
we
in
still
those
had
tacos?
follow-up questions about the picture of those
Right.
tacos.
Yeah.
Is the shell made out of potatoes, or are there just potatoes in the shell? We need to know more about those tacos. Big George says, if Taylor Swift is into the sexiest Santa Claus on the planet, then Randy White, yes, sir, you are in trouble.
Oh, boy.
George, you're in trouble for calling him Santa Claus, you bastard.
Yeah.
Nobody calls you the Jolly Green Giant around here. You're going to be looking at his. Let me just tell you something real fast. I haven't had a beard since 2019. Remember that beard I had? I had a great beard in 2019.
nice
I got
one.
that picture of
Very
me and
nice.
the Sun's gorilla.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're like, both like, what's your hair care?
Yeah.
And my wife, she turns to me, she's like, you should grow your beard and play Santa. I'm like, what in the actual hell? So now I'm fat enough, old enough, gray enough. You want me to go to the mall and play Santa?
Oh, boy.
Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that, George.
Boy,
I say he looked like a salty sea captain. That was a compliment to his awesome beard.
Arr.
Taylor Swift would love to get her hands on that thing. Did I ever once say anything about Santa Claus? No, because I'm a friend.
I don't think Taylor Swift would get close enough.
No, Miss Kim would go off on her like a spider monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Just crawl right up straight front, down the back, and just grab onto her necklace, and then just all the rest would be history.
Yeah, but over and out. Over and out.
She'd slap her so hard and fast, it'd sound like a round of applause.
Taylor
Miss Kim
Swift
is
would
not
be
messing around.
She would be paying us money to leave her alone.
That's how you could be rich too. There are a lot of ways you could be rich about this. Yeah,
I'm already rich, my friend.
Good point.
So the
Richer,
new
I
texter
guess,
says
is the right word.
he likes the name Senor Papas.
I like that.
Good name.
Senor Papas, welcome to the text line. So I guess that means you are a guy and not a gal.
Yeah.
Senor Papa. He says, by the way, for the tacos de papas, you boil the potatoes, take the skin off, pound them out into corn tortillas, and fry them into a taco.
Ooh.
You put them in the corn tortilla and fry them into a taco.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
That is interesting. Where can we just go try them? Oh, I don't want to go through the
That is a
trouble
lot of
making them.
work. That's a lot of work. But intriguing.
Big George says, didn't mean to offend you, Randy. I love your
you
beard. I think it's sexy. Can we get a little Christmas right now, this very minute? No, you can't.
No.
Can you say not saying
And
Santa,
also don't
baby.
call another man sexy unless you
can't.
mean it.
Big George, thank you very much, and I appreciate you, but no, I can't do the Christmas song. I have been told cease and desist.
It'd make me go postal. I mean, I'll quit the show and I'll just go work for the post office.
But it is coming to the time of year when we will start hearing the Christmas music.
Oh, it's coming. I love Christmas music. It's
Of course you do. Let me guess, you
heck
like
yeah.
orange spice stuff too. You like the
no.
Pumpkin spice
pumpkin
latte?
spice.
No.
You don't like the
pumpkin
pumpkin spice latte?
I'm not gonna go.
You
I
wearing
don't-
Crocs?
I
Are you
don't
wearing
drink
Crocs?
coffee. No.
Wearing Crocs? You going to Starbucks? You writing your screenplay, sitting there in a chair?
No.
Is that what you're doing?
No. I'm just a fan of Christmas music. I love the Christmas spirit.
Well, let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
You and Big George just became BFFs because Big George, I bleep you not, every year talks about how he likes to sit down, turn on the Hallmark Channel, and just watch all the Christmas rom-coms he can get his eyeballs on.
Absolutely.
So you're saying Big George is like a big 7-foot housewife?
He's like a big
That is-
7-foot
yes,
teddy bear
absolutely
is what
right.
he is.
Okay.
He's a big 7-foot teddy bear.
I've told him
that
it's
he
man card
is.
violation sitting there watching them Hallmark Christmas specials. He's like, I don't care.
Is it
And
a
I'm like,
man
that's
card
pretty damn
violation?
manly that you don't care, but still makes the rest of us uncomfortable.
Is it a man card violation to like Christmas music?
No.
Okay, good. I just like Christmas music.
It's a
That's
man
all.
card violation to sit there and watch the rom-coms on the Hallmark Channel and not at wife point.
It's the same thing every single time. Small town guy meets city girl. They get engaged and happily married and move to
Really?
the small farm.
How do you know this?
Because my mom watched the Hallmark Channel.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I'll
And
allow
my
it.
my friend's mom as well, who I was always one of my best friends. It was always on every time. Every time.
That wasn't like a Zach Wilson thing, was it?
Zach Wilson thing.
Never mind. 888-368-1580.
No, I just got that. Nope. It was not. No. Mm-mm.
So
No,
before we go to break, I just want to get your ideas on this real fast.
All right.
So Isaiah Rodgers, he was on the Eagles, won a Super Bowl. Now he's with the Vikings. And he says, some of his teammates there are like, hey, can we see your Super Bowl ring? And he says, no. They're like, well, why not? He says, wait until we get our own.
Yeah.
Is that him being a jerk, or is that him being like motivational?
Love it. I love it.
Motivational, man.
Motivational. Come on, that's awesome.
I feel like he's motivational to show, look what we could have if we work hard and we do this.
It's his ring. You know, we don't. No one's got to tell him what he.
No,
has
I'm not
to do
telling
with
him what
that.
to do, but I'm just saying. I don't know. If everybody I've ever known who had a Super Bowl ring was happy to show it to me immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said whip it out and show it to me, but I knew that would have been a
Ooh.
mistake.
Wow.
Boy, someone's listening.
Old Dale Hellestray
Hey,
grabbed
right.
his giant ring and said, here you go, Jeffrey.
I wasn't
happy
talking
to-
about that. Nope.
You know, long as you, I mean, of course, his was back from the 90s, and these
Yeah.
new ones are more elaborate, and I don't know
Oh,
if
they're
anybody's
huge.
walking around
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
But nondescript text in says, hairless needs to worry about child card violations.
Oh, damn. That's straight fire.
Fire.
Wow.
Wow.
That hurt my feelings for him.
Yeah.
I'm honestly so used. I've gotten so numb to all of it. It's just, another one. That's okay. Just
Well, at least it didn't come from us.
we'll take it and we'll.
No, but he called him.
Hairless.
Let's break it down. He called him hairless,
Mhm.
and then he said child card violation. Wow, that was double straight fire.
Straight fire.
Yeah, that's not the first time I've been called that, and it
Big
probably won't be the
George
last.
is very excited now.
Oh,
October 18th, Harris. We're less than 2 months away from Hallmark Christmas movies being on 24/7 on the Hallmark Channel and Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Oh, I can't wait. Says the 7-foot-tall man.
Giant teddy bear.
that's hilarious. Keep being you, Big George. Keep being you.
Let's take
This
that break.
just in from Carlsbad.
That's where he's okay. Carl's
we-
bad. Oh,
Easy, George. Easy, George. Gonna break a window. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Get our free app and listen to the Daily Blender everywhere you go. Get it today, wherever you get your favorite apps.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Because of you, an unsheltered neighbor can have a warm meal, a shower, and clean clothes. Because of you, a struggling family will receive assistance to stay in their home. Because of you, a lost soul can regain hope. Because of you, the Salvation Army can give a hand up to those facing hardship in your local community. Donate now at salvationarmysouthwest.org. Above all, love. Sponsored by the Salvation Army Southwest Division.
As we plan for our retirement, there are 4 questions we need to ask ourselves or our retirement planning advisor. How much? How long? How safe? And what cost? Let's start with how much. That is, how much income we think we'll need each and every year for the rest of our lives, including all the activities we want to enjoy during our retirement, like travel, recreation, and entertainment. Plus the cost of housing, including repair and maintenance, taxes, insurance, and utilities, as well as the cost of healthcare, including expenses not covered by Medicare.
Enjoy safe, secure lifetime income of 5 to 9% for life, depending on age and deferral period, with no fee deductions and no annuitizing. Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so let's compare free in Scottsdale. For more, visit iqannuity.com, iqannuity.com, iqannuity.com.
Download our free sports app and stay up with all the latest sports news, scores, highlights, and more. Or stream us live anywhere at 1580thefanatic.com. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's home for sports.
Dave Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Oh boy. I think my Twitter feed is just filled with Daniel Jones jokes.
Oh boy.
All right, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, sure. Harris's team had a guy eating mayonnaise, but no. I got to hear about Daniel Jones all the time.
Oh, trust me, there have been more than enough jokes about Mr. Levis. More than enough. Greener pastures now, though.
Bo Nix, huh? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I part of me does want to leave the Colts fan base, but then the other part of me, I don't know, man. I've been through so much with them since I was 11 years old.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But am I even cleared for this? You know what I mean? Am I allowed to do this? Because we give people a hard time when they jump off teams and go to other teams. My brother-in-law was a Cardinals fan for a while, and then he went to the 49ers. He's a 49er fan now.
Oh, that figures.
Got rid of all his Cardinals stuff and says, you know what? He's been through a lot, and he used to be fans of the 49ers in the past before the Cardinals came here, but he's like, I tried, I give up, and I'm going to be a 49er fan again.
Ooh.
So he came back to them basically.
So I want to ask you this: do you think you're going to be able to just jump ship like that?
I don't know. I don't see any reason to stay, but it's weird to leave
because you're going to have to see the Colts and be like, if they're good or if they're bad, it's like, whatever. Doesn't make me mad. Doesn't make me happy.
No, I can get over it.
All right,
but I'm saying,
okay.
Am I going to be judged by my fellow sports enthusiasts?
I don't think so. I don't know. Because you're from Colorado.
Yeah, I got that excuse.
Your son's a Broncos fan, so that's two huge ones right there. And then you consider Peyton Manning was one of your favorite players, so that's 3. So the first 2 are like for sure good excuse. Like that's not even an excuse. That's just a valid reason. And then if you even said Peyton Manning, that's like people would be like, oh, okay,
4,
I guess that makes sense.
I will probably retire in Colorado.
So bam, you may live there. So
yeah,
that totally makes sense. I wouldn't judge you for that. I know someone who, I'm not going to give any names, but he is a Yankees fan. He is also an Ohio State fan, and he has no connection to them whatsoever.
Who is it?
And his name is Vinny.
Dear Lord, you just broke so easy. I thought we were going to have to work you a little bit.
Yeah. What's his real name? I'm not going to give him his full name. No,
what's his full name?
Not going to give him it.
What's his last name?
No.
He's not listening.
No, not going to give him it.
What do you think's going to happen? You think people are going to call him?
I'm gonna see if he would be.
What's his phone number?
I'm going to see if his social security number is.
What's his last initials? That's it. Just last initial.
D.
Vinny D.
Yes.
Man,
So
again, just you crack so easy.
That's all. I can give you that.
We can't trust him with any nuclear codes, Randy, because he would give them up so easy.
You're right.
I can keep a secret.
Right.
I just don't think he would. I don't think he would mind that if I gave him his first name. But to the original point, he's an Ohio State fan and has like no connection to them, and he faces some pretty big grief for that.
Oh my God, is it Vin Diesel?
Maybe.
You know Vin Diesel?
Maybe. But
everybody lives in Leapers Fork,
keep
Tennessee.
This under wraps.
Wow.
I wonder if he has a house there. Maybe he lives with Bill Belichick.
All right, Senior Papas, who the hell are you really? Because he says, jumping ship, huh? You're going to change your name to Ralph O'Brien? That means you're a longtime listener.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think you're George with a burner with
Is
a
that
burner
George?
account.
Not again, George.
We need to know more about senior papas, or I'm just going to think you don't exist. Random Texter says, see right there, it's just better to be a fan of the game and not necessarily of specific teams, sort of like a certain texter. That's made an appearance or two on your show.
I think there's some validity to that. Unless if you have like
easy for a random texter who's a Chiefs fan, but go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Okay, he's a Chiefs fan. Well, he doesn't know what it's like with the rest of us. He's like the 1%, you know. Those billionaires that just don't get it. Anything they say, it's like, you don't understand. You know? It's like that. So, not even going to entertain it.
Quiet Cannon says, you could have the Colts as your go team. What? I think it means the Colts as your go-to team and the Broncos on standby. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm all in. I'm all in. If I make a decision to do this, I'm all in. But will you guys still respect me in the morning?
Yeah, I will. What do you think, Randy?
You've known me for 30 years. You don't think I'm going to give you a hard time, do you?
That's true. You have known him for 30 years. So you
okay,
30
so
years.
let me rewind back. I'm
damn.
25 years old at the time.
Uh-huh.
Randy and I had done a morning show, and then he left the radio station. Then I came back and was doing afternoons, and he stopped by, and I just I had a little color put in my hair, and I had a diamond earring, and he worked about 45 minutes of a roast on me. Right? Yes, of course you're going to give me a hard time and make fun of me for this.
I'm not going to give you a hard time. But damn, you frosted your hair and you had an earring.
I didn't.
You did?
It was the lady, and I can show you the pictures. It's not that. It's not bad. It's not what he makes it sound. It's not what he made it sound.
We
like.
got to see these pictures. We
I'll
got to
show
see
you the picture.
Yeah, look at the pictures and you'll say the same thing. It is that bad.
Got to see these pictures.
It's going to take me a second to get it.
Did you have one diamond earring or on both?
Just one on the left side.
What was the decision?
That means
made you think
manly. The ladies of the listening audience said that it was sexy. And I asked everybody, I said, so if I did this, should I do it? And they're like, oh, yes. And the ladies did love that earring. I'm not kidding you. They certainly did.
So why don't you still wear it today?
I took it out when I was about to do a conservative talk show on a radio station in October of 2001. Right after 9/11. I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to take this thing out so that I can be a respectable talk show host. And well, that didn't last very long, to be honest. Because then they're like, stop being serious. We want you to be funny. And so I just gave up on the whole idea. Here's the picture. Here's the picture.
Let's see.
It's like highlights. You can barely see. It looks like I've had some
Randy?
sun. That is me.
That is me. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That is us back in 1995 or 96 maybe.
Hilarious.
That's not that bad as he made it sound like.
It's
frosted.
not. Yeah, it's not frosted.
It's not like
frosted.
super blonde, gleaming the cube.
The picture
movie
does
stuff.
not do it any justice whatsoever.
Oh, stop! It's like I've got more pictures.
And he knew I was right too. I had his back. I was trying to save him from being one of those guys.
I
What do
feel
you
like
mean, one of those guys.
One of those guys.
I had to have this guy in there roasting me just like that for the better part of 45 minutes.
I
still got that
saved his
look.
life.
Still got that same look.
Here's a thing where you can see the
awesome.
hair better, but it's not. Again, it's not. These aren't like frosted tips in a way that it's wrong.
No,
It's
that's
just
a picture
little
of me.
highlights, barely
That's
any
it.
highlights. It's coming.
That's
Hold
a-
on.
there-
There we go.
there you go.
That's me sitting in a chair in
the-
this sales gal's office.
Picture doesn't do it justice.
And yes, I sit in most furniture this way.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like if you came with the frosted tips and the earrings, those old conservative boomers, they would hate that. They
I
wouldn't
didn't
be able
give a
to
crap
see.
what anybody
But
thought.
it
The
didn't
ladies
matter.
liked it. That's
didn't
all I
matter.
cared about.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It doesn't matter what they
And
think.
then by 2001, I
I
was
love
just
it.
kind of like, I didn't care about it.
Yeah.
I just took it out, and I never had it in again.
Too much work. Yeah.
Big George says, Randy, you look like you're in the tracksuit mafia in that picture.
Thank you.
And the mustache puts
Thank you.
Harris's mustache to shame. He did have a great, it was a
well,
great mustache.
Thank you.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Senior Papa says, started listening about a year ago when the NFL season started. I used to listen to the other station down the dial. Big mistake. I'm a Cardinals fan, Cowboys hater. I said the Ralph comment because he switched from the Rams to the Seahawks in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was kidding, by the way. Oh, you're fine. And by the way, I see how when you use the word started, he says, welcome back to 1580 The Fanatic. He did not accidentally say stops. Harris's dad says, is the Misfits League going to be a full league? Oh, yeah, it'll be before the season starts. That's a good reminder, Harris's dad. We need some more players for the Misfits League. I think we've got 4 or 5 more slots in there. So if you want to play to fantasy football, let us know. Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. Random texture says, Jeffrey, but you've been a Colts fan forever. It's proof right there. You really don't care what your fellow sports enthusiasts think about your thoughts and ways on sports. So jump ship. Who cares? It's not like you live in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been racist. I'm certainly not racist enough to live in Indiana. Chosen One says, hey, Jeffrey, as a lifelong Vikings fan and having to watch them choke away so many opportunities, the thought of leaving them has crossed my mind, but would never be able to do it. Stick with your team. Oh, crap. Yeah. Harris, at this point, when the clock is that late, just say it.
Okay, I didn't know.
I'm late for on this date in Big George's sports history. Do we have time? Fire it off, Randy. Let's do this.
All right.
Back in the year 1951, baseball owner Bill Veeck pulled one of the craziest stunts of his attention-getting career when he signed a 3'7" midget stuntman, Eddie Goodell.
Yeah.
To a major league contract and arranged for him to go to bat at a major league game, pinch hitting for the St. Louis Browns. And he really did get up there, and he really did play in a game.
Yes.
And he was for real. He was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was. They did him dirty, though, because they gave him the jersey number.
1/3.
Is he a kid or a midget?
1/8. Yeah.
1/8 is what it was. In fact, here's the back of his. That's
1/8.
an actual
There you
man.
Yep.
And
That is funny.
yeah. So it's probably not very cool. Probably not something that you would ever do today.
I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. I think that could be pretty cool. I mean, imagine being in that position.
He did look like a child sitting there with everybody.
Yeah.
But no, he was for sure an actual man. But he didn't do great.
Dang it.
I mean, he got walked on 4 pitches because the strike zone was too small. So
Could you imagine he just nailed a home run first pitch?
That's it, guys. We're done. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. See you tomorrow.
I'm still going for it.